From Labard Stadium on the campus of Orange Coast College, this is the Rustler Game of the Week. And tonight, a very special Rustler Game of the Week, as it's the 41st rendition of the Battle of the Bell between Golden West College and Orange Coast College Pirates. Hello, I'm Rob Frecker alongside Kevin Schreiber and John McNichols in what should be a very interesting contest. Kevin, OCC enters the contest at 2-6, subpar for their history. However, this is the Bell Game and should bring out their best.
Well, Rob, we all know it's the Bell Game, and it's always a good game every year. If you guys want to know a little bit about the Bell, it's the first bell off the first fire engine in the history of Huntington Beach in 1923. In 1969, Rob and John, this bell was donated to become a trophy. Since then, each team has picked up 19 victories with a couple of ties, so anything can happen in the Bell Game.
And anything usually does happen in the Bell Game. However, the past three have gone to OCC, but this year, OCC, just a little bit weaker than we've come to expect.
Yeah, and Golden West comes in with an even record. Golden West needs to win the next two to become bowl eligible, so you would think they have a little more impetus to win the ball game. But this is one of those games where records don't always mean very much. The two teams are very competitive. The two schools are competitive in all sports. Football brings out the best on both squads. I think we're in for another tight game, probably one at the end of the fourth quarter like we're used to seeing them every year.
With OCC probably not making it to the playoffs with a 2-6 record, this could be their big night of the year.
I'm going to have to disagree with both you guys. I think it's a Rustler night. It's the alumni game. It's the homecoming game. It's the Bell Game. Golden West is finally starting to click on all cylinders. Orange Coast has the worst offense in the conference, and I think it's going to be all Golden West all night long.
One of the assets that OCC does carry is a pretty decent rush game. One of the best rush offenses, however, that doesn't get them very far.
No, you usually want to be able to run the ball so you can open up your passing game. That's, I'm sure, what the coach wants to do. But the old coach told me years ago, if the team that was favored always won, there'd be no need to play, go out and get all that tired. But, you know, we play the game to find out who's the best on that particular day. That remains to be seen.
OCC's good rushing game could come into play here as Golden West has one of the worst rush defenses in the conference.
Yeah, like you mentioned, OCC, they've only averaged 19 points a game. Golden West, like I said, is clicking, so I think it's going to be a long night for Orange Coast Pirates.
All right, we'll see right after these messages, the Bell Game, when we come back.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool, really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost.
Future.
Welcome back. The Battle of the Bell just about to begin here from Labard Stadium. Well, let's throw it down to our field reporters, Victor and Elaine.
Thanks, Rob. Well, we have an exciting Bell Game today. It's one of the few and only junior colleges that do a Bell Game and homecoming game. Elaine, what do you expect to see today?
You know, Victor, I think it's going to be a really competitive game. It'll be really interesting to see who comes out on top. I think that Golden West does have the advantage this week, so hopefully it'll make for a good game.
Well, Elaine, let's hope Golden West capitalizes on a team that's 2-6. They're 4-4, and we look to an exciting game. That's it from the sidelines.
Thank you, Victor. Golden West does have a little bit of momentum. They've got they're coming off a win 30-28 after visiting Southwestern down in San Diego last week. Southwestern trying to make a comeback late in the game, but Golden West held on to a 30-28 victory. Southwestern scoring a touchdown with about 7 seconds left in the game, but could not convert 2 points to send it to overtime. Golden West just squeaking one out, but a little bit of momentum nonetheless for the Rustlers.
And Rob, from what I hear, that was a heck of a football game. Talking to Nick Mitchell a little bit earlier in the week, he said it was back and forth, a little bit sloppy. The field conditions weren't too great down there, but they did come away with the win. Now they're back here in Orange County, looking to keep things rolling in this always important bell game. We should have a good one on our hands tonight.
Certainly shall. OCC holding on to the bell for the 3rd year in a row last year in a very exciting game. Nearly all the points coming in the final 9 minutes of the contest. It was quite a contest last year.
Yeah, Rob, the bell game's always exciting. It's always back and forth, and it's usually anybody's game. Although this year, I think Golden West just has a little bit more momentum than Orange Coast. Orange Coast struggling on the season with that 2-6 record, not doing things that they usually do. They're a running team, which I think favors Golden West. And it looks like Golden West is going to be kicking off the ball to start this football game, Rob.
Orange Coast back in the same conference with the Rustlers for the first time in many, many years. They've done a little bit of realignment at the end of last season with some of the football teams here in the Southern California Football Association, the governing body for junior college football here in Southern California. And we get ready to kick off here for the 42nd edition of the bell game is now underway. Fuentes receives at about the 15-yard line, cutting to the near side here. He's up to the 30, still on his feet up to the 35-yard line, and it's a big hit to knock him out of bounds.
That's
Chris
a nice.
Spencer.
Sorry there, Rob. That's a nice run by number 4, Lueno Fuentes. He usually plays wide receiver, although he does play special teams for the Orange Coast Pirates. At 5'11", 190 pounds, he was able to move sideways across the field and pick up some yards for his Orange Coast Pirates.
Chris Spencer, the running back for the Rustlers, putting the hit on Fuentes that time.
Chris Spencer using that bowling ball style of his body to make a nice tackle right there. Could have been a dangerous play on that return. Fortunately for Golden West, he was able to make the tackle, and it's going to give the Orange Coast Pirates a 1st down and 10 from their own 35 to start off this first quarter.
As we said, Orange Coast favors the rush. There was a penalty there. One way to get started here, it's the bell game.
You mentioned Orange Coast favoring the rush, Rob. They have over 1,200 rushing yards on the season. So if there is a bright spot in that Orange Coast offense, it's the rushing game.
Bill Shimpley and Robert Penny, the rushers, and of course they get started with a pass just to prove us wrong, but it's a drop pass. Quarterback A.J. Josue cannot believe it. Looked like right in the arms of his intended receiver on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that was a solid pass. Unfortunately, Brandon Estrada, number 82, unable to come down with that one. Fortunate for Golden West, unfortunate for the Pirates. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 40.
Josue hanging out just in the last minute. He'll take another toss. This one's caught, but nice tackling by the Rustlers there. Knock the ball back just a little bit before progress will take the ball right up to the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring 3rd down and 10 here on this first possession by the Pirates.
Orange Coast running back Jory Hansen on that reception. Fortunately for Golden West, big number 22, Steven Santana, hit him just as he received the ball. Steven Santana coming in at 5'11", 205 pounds from Fountain Valley, able to make that tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 from their own 39.
And it's another pass and another trip up. However, there's a flag on the play. A good tackle there from Derek Orman. So we said the Orange Coast was going to come out rushing, and the first 3 plays have been all pass plays, but they haven't got anywhere.
Rob, that might be a little bit of coaching strategy right there. As you're looking for the rush, I was looking for the rush, and I guess the Orange Coast coaching staff was hoping Nick Mitchell and his Rustler defense was also looking for the rush. Fortunately for Golden West, there wasn't much going on that offensive drive there, although there's a face mask on the Golden West defense.
Wow, what a big penalty on a failed 3rd down attempt there by the Pirates. Will make 1st down as the ball moves into Golden West territory to the 46-yard line. So a lucky break there for the Pirates.
Right when the Golden West defense was looking good, they go ahead and make a stupid penalty right there, and it's going to move the chains 1st and 10 from the Golden West 46 for the Pirates.
1st down here for the Pirates, and it is our first rush of the game, but excellent tackling there from the Rustlers, anticipating the rush on that first down. And it's a couple yards lost on the play.
Nice tackle by number 20 for Golden West. Donnie Ruggles, a man I was fortunate enough to talk to earlier in the week.
Luis Kimball, the running back on that play for the Pirates.
Talking to Donnie Ruggles a little bit earlier in the week, Rob, he was pumped up for this game. He played at Mission Viejo High School. This is his first Bell game. He had an opportunity to talk to some of his teammates that played in it last year, and he said they got him real pumped for this week's game.
We can tell from their excitement in that first penalty. A very disciplined team, the Rustlers normally are, and it's a quarterback keep. Still on his feet, slides down at the 39-yard line. Picks up about 8 on the play, but remember there was a loss of 3 yards on the first down, so that'll bring up third down and about 4 to go.
Nice run by the Orange Coast quarterback, A.J. Jasu. This is his 6th game he's played. Usually known for handing the ball off, decided there to take it himself and was able to gain some yards on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 3 from the Golden West 39.
Josue averages about 48%. And it's another handoff here. The ball comes loose, but the whistle had already blown. So that'll bring up 4th down here for the Pirates, and they'll bring out their kicking team. Josue about 49% accurate on the season so far, averaging about 119 yards in the air per game.
That time, Orange Coast quarterback A.J. Jasu decided to hand the ball off to big number 42, fullback Silver Maki, 6 foot, 245-pound freshman. Unable to get the job done, and Orange Coast Pirates are going to be forced to punt.
And it's Ricky Carroll back to punt for the Pirates. High punt. And that falls out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
The Golden West Rustlers had Donnie Ruggles deep to return that punt. Fortunately for the Pirates, that ball was kicked out of bounds. As I heard, once that Ruggles gets his hands on the ball, he's a man to be reckoned with.
It certainly is, and it looked like in the last game that we covered against Riverside, they'd done their scouting. They tried to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible. And also had very high kicks. Ruggles, I don't think, got a return all game long. He had to fair catch.
Smart play by Riverside, and Orange Coast may have had some people watching that Riverside game.
Quick handoff here, but they go nowhere. As we get our first look here at the Golden West offense. Didn't waste any time getting that play underway. It took about 4 or 5 seconds off the play clock.
The Golden West offense hasn't exactly been that great all year, but they do average just over 21 points a game. It's been a little bit better later on in the season, as they did put up that 30 you talked about a little bit earlier in San Diego last week, Rob.
Ray Weezer, the quarterback, about 60% completion rate for the season, 131 yards game. And it's a pitch to his running back, Harold Williams. Gains a few on the play, but that'll bring up third down.
Nice little short yard play to Harold Williams in the backfield, a little pitch to the right side, unable to get much room, but he was able to pick up a few on the play. It's going to be third down and 5 from their own 15 for the Golden West Rustlers.
Just a few yards on 2 possessions so far for the Rustlers. Weezar in shotgun, 5 wide receivers. It's a little bit of high snap. Lots of pressure from the Pirates. And Weezar gets sacked for the first time tonight on third down.
And Weezar had absolutely no time to do anything there. His receivers couldn't even get to where they were going before the pressure was on. That time from Orange Coast, it was big number 43, Eric Wermuser, the linebacker, 6'1", 230 pounds, all over Weezar. So Rob, both teams unable to get their offense going here early on, pretty much like it's been going for all season long for both teams, just averaging just over 20 points a game.
High snap to Santana, but it's a decent punt. Fielded at about the 49-yard line. Still on his feet. Good movement here. That's 2 good returns there for the Pirates.
After a bad snap, a decent kick by number 46, Andrew Ostergaard. A little bit better of a return, as Orange Coast is going to have great field position for their second possession of the football game. And Rob, if both teams' offenses aren't able to get the job done, you might want to look to special teams, giving his offense a short field, you know, right off the bat, a couple plays and they're in field goal range.
Absolutely. They're starting on the 35-yard line of Golden West. Just a few ball carries. And that'll put them in excellent position. Josue asked for a little bit of motion. The lefty finds a wide open tight end here on the near side. Jeff Walden, the receiver, on that play. Gains a few. We'll bring up second down at about 8.
Nice play by quarterback A.J. Justway as he ran to the right, taking the defense with him, which left an open man, Jeff Walden, to the left side of the field. Able to make the completion and pick up a few yards on the play. It's going to be second down and 7 from the Golden West 32 with just over 9 minutes left here in the first quarter.
This way, and a very low squat right behind the center. And the first rush gets absolutely nowhere. That's Bill Shimfali on the carry.
And Shimfali tried to drive that ball up the middle. Unfortunately for him and for the Orange Coast, he was met by number 85, Delroy Seal, tight end, 6'3", all 245 pounds of him on that tackle.
Shimfali averages about 5.3 yards per carry on the season so far. Nearly 500 yards this season.
Third down and 6 from the 31.
Josue looks to the air. Caught and stays in bounds. What a reception from Derek Romo. That'll be good for a first down, +5. Taking it inside the 20-yard line.
Just way to Romo, and the way that looked, that looks like it's going to be pretty much a dangerous completion all night long. Is 6 foot 200 pounds of Derek Romo making that catch, using every inch of his tall, lengthy body to bring that one down and keep his feet inbounds. First and 10 from the 20.
Romo, the wide receiver out of Huntington Beach High School. Just away from shotgun, the lefty goes into the end zone, but could not connect with his receiver there, Jeff Waldron, who was a few yards shy of where the ball landed.
And as you can see right there, Donnie Ruggles mad at himself for not reading that play a little bit earlier. Is he does have 4 interceptions on the year, looking for number 5, and that ball was thrown wide up to open. That could have been Ruggles' ball. And Rob, I think before the end of the night, you're going to see interception number 5 on the season for Donnie Ruggles.
Ruggles, a very dangerous ball carrier. As you mentioned, he is the punt returner. So he would have loved to grab that ball. He had a lot of open space there on the far side. However, it brings up second down and 10 here, just inside the 19. Josue shuffles to his right. The lefty looks an almost exact replica of the same play. This time it's good for 6 points. Brandon Estrada, the wide receiver out of Mayfair High School, brings down the Pirates' first touchdown of the game with 8:21 left in the first quarter.
And that time it looks like the same play was called by the Orange Coast coaching staff. Ruggles unable to keep up with his man Estrada on that play, number 82. Able to reel that one in and put up 6 for Orange Coast, giving them the early lead in this first quarter with just over 8 minutes left. 6-0 Orange Coast as they line up for the extra point.
Bandeman, the kicker out of Edison High School. The Rustlers get close to blocking it, but Bandeman puts it up for 7 points to the Pirates.
And Rob, exactly like I mentioned earlier, you give a team a short field to work with, and just like that, Orange Coast able to put some points on the board.
Let's take another look at that touchdown play. Going nearly identical Waldron the first time, but this time it was Brandon Estrada, the wide receiver, who brings that one down. Same play, different receiver as the play previous.
And Rob, that's only Brandon Estrada's second touchdown of the year. He averages 31 yards a game. His longest reception of the year was 24 yards. So I'll bet you he's happy to lock down that second touchdown of the season for struggling Orange Coast Pirate offense.
As we mentioned, the Bell game brings out the best in players. Perhaps some of the worst too, as we had a face mask penalty there on the first drive on the Rustler defense. But the Rustlers will get a chance to respond here.
Number 5, Andrew Williams in the backfield, set to return this kickoff from Orange Coast.
It's a long kick from Bandeman, fielded at the 17-yard line. And it looks like he ran into his own player there. Ball comes loose, but it looks like it was recovered by the Rustlers.
And a little bit of sloppy play right there from Golden West as the ball came loose, not once but twice. Fortunately for Golden West, it was the man you talked about earlier, Chris Spencer, able to fall on that ball and retain possession for the Golden West Rustlers. A little bit sloppy, but they came up with it, so none of that matters. Rob, if you think about it, it actually worked in their favor as that ball came loose, bounced around a little bit up the field, and Golden West actually pick up some more yards because of that fumble.
Absolutely. So the ball now on the 33-yard line. Spencer in the backfield. But it's Williams, the ball carrier. Crosses the 30 up to about the 34-yard line. Pardon me, they started out on the 26-yard line. So small pickup there by Harold Williams.
Nice run by Williams, picking up 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. Brian Pelly on that tackle. Defensive back, 6'1", 205 pounds from Kamihimami, Hawaii.
Golden West known for attracting that Hawaiian talent. As we have our first timeout called of the night by Golden West College. This is the Rustler game of the week.
Golden West getting the benefit of that doubt. It's actually going to be 2nd down and 3, not 2nd down and 5, as Nick Mitchell uses one of his timeouts, trailing by a touchdown halfway through the first quarter, just over 7 minutes. And it's a beautiful night for football here in Orange County at LaBarge Stadium. Rob, what do you think?
It certainly is. We're doing our pregame down on the field, and it looked like there was going to be some rain, perhaps a little bit stormy conditions, but the skies have cleared. It's a beautiful sunset that we get to watch here from the press box, the Jim Carnett press box of OCC.
And it's a great atmosphere here at LaBarge Stadium. You got a lot going on with the battle for that bell. It's a Golden West alumni as well as Golden West homecoming, so there's a lot of fans in the crowd, and it should just be a fun night all around to watch some good community college football.
Sister schools, OCC and GWC, both belong to the Coastline Community College District. Going head-to-head here tonight. Weezar shuffles to his left. Toss to right on the far side there, but it's caught by Aldodius Colquitt, one of the top receivers for the Rustlers so far this season.
Nice catch right there by Aldodius Colquitt, able to keep both feet in bounds and pick up some yards. Actually, they're going to rule that his feet was out of bounds, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 from the 33. I'm sorry, I thought he made the reception right there, which he did. He was just stepped out of bounds.
Certainly looked like he was in, but that's on the far side of the field from our point of view. So the Rustlers will try here on 3rd down. Weezar goes to Colquitt, but this time on the near side here, and he's well in bounds for the 1st down.
That time, there's no dispute about it, and it's a nice reception by the man they call AC, Aldodius Colquitt, picking up the reception and the 1st down as the Golden West Rustlers move the chains, picking up their first down of the game.
Ball now on their own 42. Rustlers look to put together somewhat of a drive here. Struggled in their first possession.
Both teams unable to get things going on their first possessions. Orange Coast picking up touchdown on that 2nd possession, and let's see if the Golden West Rustlers can do the same.
Williams in motion. And he's the intended receiver, but it's a little bit low and out of the hands of Andrew Williams, pardon me. There's a few Williams out there on the field for the Rustlers.
Nice play. Unfortunately, the pass was thrown a little low. Williams unable to come up with the reception. He had nothing but daylight if he was able to pull that in. Unfortunately, he didn't, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Golden West offense.
7:08 left in the first quarter here of the bell game. Rustlers with the ball, trailing the Pirates 7-0.
A different look as Weezar has Robert Cruz in the backfield.
Quick toss, it's a high pass this time. Andrew Williams, the intended receiver yet again. Perhaps on 3rd down here, we'll get it right at his numbers. A little bit low the 1st down, a little bit high the 2nd down.
So that first play that was to Colquitt was out of bounds. He went back to him again, and he was able to stay in bounds and pick up that 1st down. The second play to Williams, the first time it was underthrown, the second time it was overthrown, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 from their own 42. Hopefully Golden West can pick up the 1st down and move the chains and keep this drive going.
3 wide receivers for Weezar. Dotson in motion, and timeout is called by Weezar. He did not like what he saw. A little bit of confusion. You can see he's got his hands raised in question to the coaching staff of Golden West.
And Nick Mitchell can't be too happy about a burned timeout right there. As they've already used one, that's their 2nd timeout they've used here early in the 1st half.
I remind you, this telecast being brought to you by students enrolled in the digital media program at Golden West College. You can obviously see our broadcasts on Time Warner Channel 95 every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 8 o'clock. But also check out the Rustler TV page on gwcathletics.com. look for the link to Rustler TV, and you can find the YouTube editions of our games on demand.
And Rob, I did exactly that. I went to the Golden West College page, right to the athletics page, and right up there on the top is a Rustler TV page. It's about time we got something going like that. It's a beautiful thing to see.
It certainly is. We got to see some of our earlier broadcasts from the season, some women's volleyball, as well as your Rustler football team. 4 wide receivers here for Weezer. But again, he hangs onto it, and it's the OCC defense that brings down the quarterback yet again on 3rd down.
Big number 54, Bryce Brantley. And for 6'5", 255 pounds, that kid can move. He's a sophomore at Edison High School in Huntington Beach, California, and that was a nice play to break through that line and pick up Huizar before Huizar can do anything with that football. Unfortunately for the Golden West Rustlers, it's going to bring up a 4th down, and for the 2nd straight time, they're going to be forced to punt.
Got to be frustrating for Coach Mitchell after that timeout. You think they might get that play down a little bit sharper, but Santana this time to punt. It's a good punt, takes a Golden West bounce, and it's almost down at the 1 yard line, but it looks like they're going to call a touchback. Just couldn't bring it in. Michael Pierre.
Nice kick and a nice punt. Unfortunately, he was able to keep that ball out of the end zone. I thought he was able to down that at the 1. Unfortunately, he went into the end zone with the football, so that's going to bring the ball back out to the 20 unless this flag that's down there changes things up. Let's go ahead and have another look. Rob, tell me what you see.
Well, first we want to see the camera couldn't catch it, but it looked like the kicker was hit. But a nice athletic play by Pierre. He doesn't look like he downs it. I think that's a right call there on the touchback. However,
if Michael Pierre would have just batted the ball and kept it out of the end zone instead of taking it in with him, that would have been a lot better outcome for the Golden West Rustlers. Unfortunately for him and for the Rustlers,
there is a 5-yard penalty on the Pirates, so instead of starting from the 20, they'll start from their own 15.
Orange Coast is going to start their 3rd possession of the football game from their own 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 as they try and get their offense going, trying to increase their lead to 2 touchdowns.
This way with a handoff. And another strong hit. The rushing game going absolutely nowhere for the Pirates tonight. Raheem Ivey with the tackle.
Chimply took that handoff and had absolutely nowhere to go. Orange Coast, a team that likes to rush the football. Chimply is their top rusher with 490 yards on the season. He averages over 60 yards a game. He does have 4 touchdowns on the season, but so far tonight he's been kept quiet.
We talked about OCC rushing in the pregame, but it's been the air game that's been successful. They put it on the ground yet again. It's Silver on the ball carry.
Silver Maki able to rush his way right through the middle of that football field, taking down some Rustlers, taking down some Pirates, and picking up some yards.
They're going to move the chains. It's just on the 25-yard line, so starting on their own 15. That's definitely a 1st down. 5:20 left in the 1st quarter.
And Maki not used as much as they maybe should use him all season, as he only has 8 carries for 38 yards on the season coming into tonight.
Loose ball, but it's picked up by the Pirates in the backfield. Going to lose about a yard on the play. Looked like Josue, who was able to pick it up after he dropped it.
The clock ticking down, just under 5 minutes left here in the 1st quarter. The Orange Coast the Orange Coast Pirates with the early lead, 7-0. 4:45 left in the 1st quarter.
As much as Orange Coast has been running it all season long, we anticipated a quick game here with the clock running. And it looks like we've got a handoff here after some motion. But the Rustlers savvy to this play. Pierre Key on the tackle.
Nice play by the Golden West defense, standing tall here early on this drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 25. So their offense unable to get rolling so far, Rob. Their defense doing a better job than they did last drive. It has to do with that short field that the Orange Coast offense had earlier. 3rd down and 10 from the 25. Let's hope Golden West can get this stop.
It's a low snap, but Josue is able to field it. Lots of pressure from the Rustlers, however. He evades the tackles, shuffling to his left. He's up to the 30. He won't get enough for the first down, but a heads-up play. And it looked a little dangerous there for Josue.
Josue able to dodge a couple bullets right there. There's once or twice I thought he was going to go down and get sacked. Unfortunately, he able to scramble free and pick up some yards. It's not going to be enough to the first down, but number 4 for Golden West, Bernard Williams, defensive back, 6 foot, 185 pounds from Winter Park in Orlando, Florida on that tackle. And Orange Coast is going to be forced to punt.
Ricky Carroll, the punter for OCC. Ruggles fields it at the 36. He gains a few, but jogs out of bounds.
And Donnie Ruggles finally gets a chance to field one. Unfortunately, the coverage was really well on the Orange Coast special team, so he was able to just pick up 3 or 4 yards and run out of bounds. However, the Golden West Rustlers are going to have field position, which they didn't have in their first 2 possessions. They're going to start the ball at their own 40. So it's going to be a shorter field for the Golden West Rustler offense. Let's see if Wazar can get things going.
They're actually fielding it up at the 46, so really close to the half line there. Looking for a first sustained drive of the night from the Rustlers. Weezar got a couple wide receivers. But it's a quick handoff here to Williams, Harold Williams that is.
Nice run by Williams, able to find a hole in the middle there, across midfield, past the 50 to the 44-yard line. It's going to be about 2nd down and 1 for Golden West. Nice run, Harold Williams.
Tough spot there. They bring it back to the 45. I thought he got across the first down marker. Another handoff here. This time it's Chris Spencer. Bounces into the line. And it looks like he got absolutely nowhere on that play. Spencer usually known for getting at least a few yards on those type of plays.
Chris Spencer known for those short yard situations, barreling through the middle. Unfortunately, it's going to be 3rd down and inches for Golden West. If I'm Nick Mitchell, I go back to Chris Spencer and let him do his thing and go right up that middle and pick up some more yards. And Chris Spencer's in the backfield again along with Williams.
This time it's to Williams. He's got the first down, crosses the 40-yard line. Good carry there by Harold Williams out of Tesoro High School, hometown of Westminster, California.
And Rob, coming into tonight's action, Harold Williams had 68 carries for 294 yards. He had a 52-yard run earlier in the season. He has 1 touchdown on the season. I'm sure he's like to get a little bit more touchdowns before the end of the year. 2 more games left, averaging over 4 yards a carry. So Harold Williams is doing good things for Golden West.
Weezar looked like a tough snap. There's a flag on the play. Well, Harold Williams again finds some room. Still shuffling. He's crossing 15 down to the 10. Maybe the 7-yard line, but as I said, there's a flag on the play.
And Rob, let's hope that's not against Golden West, because that was a heck of a run by Harold Williams. And what you guys don't notice is number 2, AC Aldolius Colquitt, the lead blocker on that play, creating space for Harold Williams. Rob, let's go ahead and take another look.
Officials have indicated it's against Golden West, but look at the run by Harold Williams. Finds that little gap. Stumbling there, but able to cross the 20, the 15, down the 10-yard line. But it's all for naught as that ball is coming back to the 45-yard line.
A beautiful run, beautiful blocking from a receiver, which you don't see every day. Unfortunately, like you said, that's all for naught. It's going to be 2nd down and 15 from the 45-yard line with just over a minute to go in the first quarter.
So first big play of the game for the Rustlers brought back. Now it's 1st and 15 as Weezar shuffles to his left. It's complete at the 40, the 35-30.
Nice catch by AC Aldolius Colquitt with some speed, picking up some yards after the catch, getting out of bounds.
So Colquitt gets real close to the 30-yard line, his target there for the first down.
And that's 2 times now, Rob. Going back to that last one, Chris Spencer may or may not have had that first down. This time AC may or may not have that first down. However you look at it, it's going to be 2nd down and 1, and I don't think Golden West is going to have a problem picking up this first down.
Spencer right behind Weezar. However, Weezar hangs on to it. He goes deep. It's a bit overthrown. Adams, the intended receiver there in the end zone, but Weezar went real deep over his head.
Not a bad play call by Nick Mitchell, as everybody in the building was probably thinking they were just going to run the ball and pick up that little first down as it was 2nd and inches. Nick Mitchell pulling something out of his hat, throwing the ball in the end zone. Unfortunately, Weezar was unable to connect with Peter Adams in the end zone. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 from the Orange Coast 31.
This time it's Harold Williams. He tries to come to the outside here. Looks like he crosses the 30-yard line. That should be enough for the 1st down.
Nice defense by Eric Wersmer, the linebacker from Orange Coast. They say it's a gain of 1 on the play, but unfortunately they haven't moved the chains yet, so I don't know what's going on.
It does move the chains.
A little bit of delay there by the chain gang on the sidelines. I don't know what was going on. They turned the dial to the 1st down, yet the chains didn't move. So there we go. It's 1st down, Golden West on the 30 of the Orange Coast Pirates with 55 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
Weezar's got a couple wide receivers, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Lots of pressure from the Pirates. That'll be the 2nd sack of the night as Weezar is brought down on the 40-yard line. That's a 10-yard loss on the play.
Weezar with no time right there, getting picked up by 2 big guys on the Orange Coast Pirates. Number 45, Ross Pitzinger. Number 54, Bryce Brantley. And that was a nice play by the Pirate defense.
Weezar got up, and he looked frustrated with his offensive line there.
Rob, if I got tackled by both those guys, I'd be frustrated too. Those are 2 big men coming at you.
So 2nd sack of the night for the Rustler, for the Pirates. And a timeout here is called by OCC. Perhaps they were a bit unprepared defensively. With 13 seconds left in the 1st quarter, the Pirates used their 1st timeout of the night.
So far, Rob, what do you think? We're just about done with this 1st quarter. The Orange Coast Pirates with the early lead, 7-0. The Golden West offense unable to get things going. They had a big play. It was brought back by a penalty. What do you think?
I think I'll throw it down to our field reporters, John and Elaine.
13 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. There's a timeout on the field. Elaine, what do you think of the 1st quarter so far?
Well, OCC did manage to take the first 2 possessions. They had some great field positions. And with that 2nd possession, they did manage to score a touchdown, leading the 1st quarter by 7 points. So hopefully in the next they'll be able to at least tie it up.
Well, we're hoping that Golden West comes back and scores here pretty quick to tie this game right now. Orange Coast 7, Golden West 0. Rob?
Thank you, John. Thinking back to last year's game, it was 7-7 heading into the final 9 minutes of the contest when things just exploded. So a quiet start to the game is nothing unusual. AC on the reception, but it looks like he's brought down for a loss of about 3 on the play. So this is going to be a long 3rd down, maybe 3rd and 20.
Colquitt in motion, able to pick up any yards on that play, and as he was tackled by number 32, Travis McNaughton. McNaughton had some words for Colquitt while he was on the ground, and I don't think Colquitt has to say anything back to him. He'll do his damage on the field, as the next time he catches the ball, I can see him running right by that defender.
So that'll do it for the 1st quarter here. 7-0, the Pirates over the Rustlers here in the Bell game from Labard Stadium.
Definitely not what I expected early, although it's only a 7-point lead for Orange Coast. I was looking for things to be all Golden West all night. Maybe things will change in the 2nd quarter. Let's go to a commercial, and we'll be back after this.
California goes to work. And thanks to its system of more than 100 community colleges all across the state, every day, California becomes a better place to live. California Community Colleges, the way California works.
It just gets better and better. Scooter, rollerblades, and an education IRA. New computer, new telephone, and a high-yield CD account. New pants, new shoes, and a United States savings bond. Purple sweater, purple eyeshadow, and stock in a good mutual fund. I want 4 CDs, 3 video games, and a Roth IRA.
I want stock in a Fortune 500 company.
Help your kids.
Welcome back for 2nd quarter action here at the Bell game. Weezar getting us started here. Shuffling to his left, still on his feet. And a toss, but incomplete. Intended receiver was Jared Cohen. What a speed by Weezar, though, to get out to the near side here.
And unfortunately for Golden West, that was 3rd down and 19, so they're going to be forced to punt once again. The only good thing about the punt this time, Rob, is Orange Coast is not going to have good field position, as Golden West is going to be punting from about the Orange Coast 45-yard line. It's going to be number 9 in the backfield for Orange Coast on the reception. Unfortunately, that guy's not on our roster, so I can't tell you his name.
Santana with the punt. It's a low punt, touched by Pierre, but this time it goes back into the end zone. So Pierre, that's 2 times now that he's been unable to pin that ball deep inside the 10-yard line there.
And Pierre, the man's got the speed on the special teams, and he's always the first one to the ball, but that's twice now he's unable to keep that ball out of the end zone.
So it looks like the officials are going to spot it at where Pierre did touch the ball. Nope, they're going to make it a touchback.
And I think it's just because the ball went off the toe of Pierre as he was running. And Nick Mitchell doesn't look too happy about that as we get a good look at him and his coaching staff on the Golden West sidelines.
So the OCC Pirates get going here in the second quarter, up by a touchdown.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Orange Coast Pirates from their own 20 as we start things here in the second quarter.
Josue's got 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. But it's a quick handoff here. Tries to bust through the Golden West offensive line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Take it up to the 26-yard line.
And that's actually not a bad run for big number 39, Lewis Kimball, 6 foot, 220 pounds from Durango, Nevada. Picking up some yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Orange Coast Pirates from their own 26. So, Rob, I don't think the Golden West defense has played bad, but I definitely know they can play better.
Second down and 4 here for OCC. Another handoff, but brought down to the backfield. Good heads-up play. Delroy Steele on the tackle there, bring it down.
And that's
a name.
Sorry there, Rob. That's a name we mentioned a lot last week. Delroy Steele. He is one of the bright spots for the Golden West defense. He's a man that always seems to get the job done.
Well, bring up 3rd and 5 as the ball now sits on the 25-yard line.
Real solid defense by Golden West here on Orange Coast's first possession in the second quarter.
Josue shuffles to his left. The lefty is brought down. There's a looks like a flag on the play. The ball came loose. Have yet to hear from the officials any whistles. And finally, the play is stopped with a tackle down on about the 7-yard line. It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
It looks like about 80% of the guys on the field stopped playing football right there, and 2 or 3 guys kept going. Orange Coast retained possession. Either way, it was 4th down. There's a flag on the field. We're going to have to wait and see what the call is.
Very interesting. I didn't hear a whistle from the official, but as you said, Kevin, most of the players just stopped assuming that the play was dead. They saw the flag fly.
The 2 or 3 players that kept playing was the man with the ball and the 2 men that brought him down.
And this penalty is going against the Rustlers. Face mask foul is called. That's a personal foul, so an automatic 1st down, and we'll take the ball up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a costly mistake by the Golden West defense. That's the second penalty where the Pirates didn't beat Golden West. Golden West beat themselves. If they keep taking stupid penalties, they're not going to win this football game. That call was a face mask, a personal foul. It's going to move the ball up the field to the 40, 1st and 10 for the Orange Coast Pirates.
Josue with a quick handoff. Kimball gets about 3 on the play.
Kimball using all 220 pounds of that 6-foot frame to bounce his way up the middle, pick up a few yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 from the 43 with just over 12 minutes left here in the first half, as the Orange Coast Rustlers still have a 7-0 lead.
Another quick play. Ball comes loose. Fielded by the Rustlers. He should be good for 6. But no, it's brought down at the 15-yard line.
And that's an awesome defensive play. Steven Santana picking up that loose ball as the miscommunication on the handoff. Big turnover for the Golden West Rustler defense. And now the offense has a short field to work with. Gonna strike and get this game tied. Awesome play by the Golden West defense. Rob, I want you to tell me what you see right here in this replay. That was an awesome play, a little bit miscommunication, but Rob, the best part of it is Golden West capitalized on it. They took advantage of it, and they didn't let Orange Coast retain possession.
Weezar's got 3 to his right. He goes right. It's complete to Williams. Williams gets past the 5-yard line inside at around the 2-yard line. So that should be good for first down, and it is. So it'll be first and goal from the 2.
And Rob, let's go ahead and take a look at that turnover by the Orange Coast Pirates. Like I said, Golden West capitalizing off it. Rob, tell me what you see right here.
That'll be good for Rustler. First down.
You can see the trail end there of Santana. This time it's a handoff here, live action to Harold Williams. He's tripped up right in the backfield. So a loss of about 1 on the play. We'll bring up second down, still in goal, but with about on the 4-yard line.
Loss of 1 for Williams. Brings up second goal for the Rustlers at the 4-yard line.
It's going to bring up second and goal from the 4 for the Golden West Rustlers as they look to get back in this game, trailing by 7 with 11:51 here in the second quarter.
Colquitt wide right, Eric Kobe to the left. Brought down to the backfield is Michael Pierre.
And the Golden West offense unable to get things done on the ground. Rob, you might want to think they go back to Colquitt as they're in striking distance. Michael Pierre unable to pick up any yards on that play, and he's had a little bit of a rough night here, whether it be on special teams or on offense.
Let's bring up third down here for the Rustlers. Now on the 5-yard line.
You may think this is the Golden West Rustlers' last shot before kicking the field goal, but 4th and goal, you know Nick Mitchell, he'll probably go for it.
Josue hangs on to the ball. He's not going to get the touchdown, but he gets up to about the 2-yard line.
And Weezar looking for a receiver in the end zone, didn't see anything he liked, decided to take the ball himself and got it inside the 2-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and Nick Mitchell's going to have to ask himself, is he going to be satisfied with the 3, or is he going to leave his offensive troops on the field and try and tie this thing up?
Golden West is 1 for 6 on the season field goals, and they're going for it here.
And the Orange Coast sidelines are pretty pumped and pretty loud over here as they're looking for the big stop on 4th down. Weezar looking to get his team on the board.
It's all or nothing here for the Rustlers. Weezar hangs onto it, shuffles to his right. He's got a bit of space if he can get in, but he tosses instead to AC, and it's good for 6.
Nice rollout by Weezar. He had daylight. He had Colquitt. AC with the touchdown. Golden West on the board, 7-6. Nice play calling by Nick Mitchell to go for it on 4th down and get his team on the board and back in this football game.
An excellent play as Weezar shuffled to his right. It was either leave the receivers wide open and try and go after Weezar, or Weezar could have just ran right in. Good options there.
And Rob, I thought that was a dangerous pass. He had daylight. He could have walked that thing in. I don't know what he was doing throwing the ball, but it worked, so I'm not going to question the man.
Point after is up, and it's no good. Wide to the left.
That's a very unfortunate mishap from the Golden West kicker, as that could have tied this thing up. However, let's go ahead and take another look at that touchdown. Weezar to the man they call AC, Aldodius Colquitt.
Unfortunately, couldn't grab that replay, but Christian Farringer, the kicker, unable to convert the point after, and those have come into play in years past here in the Bell game. Some very close games. More than half of the Bell games in the history have been decided by a touchdown or less.
Rob, like you mentioned, especially in the Bell game, I know it's close to Halloween and some tricky things always seem to happen. The lead changes are frequent and often. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite the Golden West Rustlers in the butt.
So 7-6, Rustlers put up a touchdown but can't convert.
Golden West on the kickoff, number 4 back for the Pirates, Leno Fuentes, a wide receiver playing special teams.
Roscoe, the kicker, it's a bit of a short kick taken at the 32-yard line, pardon me, the 29-yard line, but he stepped out of bounds at the 26.
Well, he stepped out of bounds. That's defensive end Nick O'Neill on that return. What he was doing, trying to catch that ball for a return, I don't know.
Not the intended receiver for sure from head coach Mike Taylor of OCC. And that's why he's the defensive end. So the Pirates get started here. Second quarter, up by a point. from the 27-yard line. Josue hands off to Shimpoli. He goes to the far side, gains about 3 on the play up to the 29-yard line.
And a nice play by the Golden West defense, sticking with them from start to finish. And as this game progresses, Rob, the Golden West defense seems to be getting better as the game goes on.
Rob Frecker alongside Kevin Schreiber here in the Jim Carnett press box of Labard Stadium, bringing you the Rustler game of the week. It's the Bell game, OCC. The visiting team in their own stadium for the Golden West homecoming, if that makes any sense to our viewers at all. Josue with a long pass. What an athletic grab from Derek Romo, pardon me.
And you got to give credit where credit's due, and Derek Romo was the man right there, using all 6 foot 2 inches of his body to bring that ball down. Unfortunately for the Golden West Rustlers, they're going to have an injured player on the field, and that looks like number 11, defensive back Derek Orman. Let's hope he's okay.
Josue was able to find a gap right in the middle there for Derek Romo.
Let's go ahead and take another look at that last play as they tend to the injured man on the field.
You can see Josue just a few steps back, fires a bullet right up the center of the field. Tough to see where Derek Orman got injured, but Romo with a great reception there for the Pirates to bring the ball up to the 46-yard line.
And Josue with a bullet of a pass, kind of a dangerous pass into Golden West coverage, as I saw 3 green jerseys right there. Fortunately for him, he was able to make that completion and not throw an interception. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break as they tend to this injury on the field. We'll be right back.
No matter where you live, life in the ocean depends on you. Do your part to help protect it. Recycle and dispose of your trash properly. To learn what you can do, go to keepoceansclean.org.
Check it out, Dave. What do you got there, Dave?
Looks like someone's thunder thighs.
First and 10 for the Pirates at their own 46.
They must have lost them playing in the snow with their kids. Let's get back to work.
Welcome back, and Orman looks okay. He's off the field, and the Pirates get going yet again, this time on the ground. And it's a carry across the 50-yard line on first down and 10. Takes it up to the Rustler 49-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play.
As you mentioned, Rob, Derek Orman did look okay, able to get up on his own 2 feet and walk off the field under his own power. So it's a good thing for him, his family, and the Golden West crew. Bernard Williams on that tackle for Golden West. It's going to be first down and 5 with just over 9 minutes left here for the Orange Coast Pirates.
I see John McNichols, our sideline reporter, talking to Orman there on the far side. Maybe we'll try and get an update from him in a little bit. But meanwhile, it's another handoff here from Josue. This time to Silver Maake. And it's a couple yards game on the play. Ball up to the 46-yard line.
And Rob, I'm really impressed with the Golden West College run defense because the Orange Coast Pirates are a running team and they've been unable to establish any run game so far here in the first half.
Absolutely, it'll be about 3rd and 2 here in the second quarter. 8:21 left. Pirates still sitting on a 1-point lead. It's another handoff this time. It'll be good for the first down. Shimpoli on the carry. Gets up to almost the 40-yard line.
And that's the first productive play by Shimpoli, who is the top running back for the Orange Coast Pirates. He's able to break through, pick up a few yards, pick up the first down, and move the chains as the Orange Coast Pirates have the ball on the 42-yard lines of the Golden West defense. First down and 10, 8 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the first half at the Bell game.
Josue with lots of time, but good defensive play there to break it up. There's number 25, Ralphie Weezar.
So there you get a look at the other Weezar for Golden West, the brother of the Golden West quarterback. And both of those guys are transfers to Golden West College. Nick Mitchell told me a couple weeks ago that he's impressed with both of their play. They were banged up a little bit earlier in the season, but both of them are healthy and playing. Key additions to the Golden West roster.
Weezar brothers come to us originally from Pacifica High School up in Garden Grove. Playing now for the Rustler, green and yellow.
2nd down and 10 for Jose and the Pirates.
Lots of time yet again for Josue, in and out of the hands of Shimfali. He's much better when he gets the ball handed off to him than having to catch it.
And there's no excuses right there. Shimfali should have had that catch. There's no way his coaching staff or his quarterback is happy about that one.
Bring up 3rd down and 10 here. Could be a big stop here for the Rustlers. Ball on the 41-yard line. 7:48 left in the half.
3rd down and 10 from the 41 for the Pirates as they only have 1 man in the backfield and 4 wide out.
Looks like Josue will be going to the air. He's in shotgun formation. Lots of time for Josue. Downfield. Late flag brought in from the near side here. Almost as if the official was responding to the Pirate coaching staff.
And I thought that was nice coverage by the defensive back for Golden West, number 24, Roth Mendoza. Unfortunately, I think the refs and the coaching staff from Orange Coast think that he got a hand on the receiver before the ball got to him, and they might call the pass interference right here as there's a flag down on the field. There you get a look at the refs discussing the situation, and we're going to see what our call is right here.
Looks like it's going to be holding instead of pass interference. Strange call. But nonetheless, it'll be good for a 1st down to the Pirates.
Not the call you expected, but regardless, it moves the chains and allows the Pirate drive to stay alive. Not fortunate for the Golden West defense, who's been playing pretty solid. It's going to give the Pirate offense another chance. 1st down and 10 from the 31 with just over 7 minutes left in the 1st half.
Josue handing off. Doesn't get very far. That's Lewis Kimball on the carry. But let's check in with our John McNichols for an injury report. John.
Number 11, Derek Harmon, took a knee to the diaphragm. He's in a lot of pain. They checked him very carefully. He's able to go back in the ballgame as soon as he feels ready. They're sure there's no interior damage. At least that's the estimation on the part of the trainers. He wants to get back in the game. That defensive secondary is thinned out by injuries. It has been all season long. Rob?
Thank you, John. Derek Orman still on the sidelines there, getting attended to by the trainer. We're back to live action. Lots of pressure here under Josue, and he's got to throw it away. Looking for intentional grounding. It has to be, and there's the flag.
Nice pressure by the Golden West defense is big number 38, Chris Fiskus, a linebacker, 6 foot, 220 pounds from my former school, Marina High School in Huntington Beach, pressuring the quarterback, making him throw the ball nowhere. Good play by the Golden West defense. And Rob, listening to John down there on the sidelines, the hardest part about this Bell game, if you're a player, is watching it from the sidelines. So when John said he wants to get back out there, that's probably an understatement.
Definitely these players get very pumped up to face their sister school.
Rob, a lot of these kids growing up together in the Orange County area. I'm sure you have some former Pop Warner teammates, some former high school teammates, and this game's all about the bragging rights for these kids.
You mentioned Marino High School, a couple players that now play for Golden West, facing off against some players from Edison that are now playing for OCC. Those are some Huntington Beach rivals. Lots of movement there on the Golden West line. That's too bad because it'll be a sack, but that's going to be brought back. It was Sese Ianu on the sack, but this one will be brought back as a couple players for the Rustlers jumped the gun.
And that was pretty much a free play for the Orange Coast offense. Fortunately, they weren't able to do much with it. You may think that sack not a big deal, but if he was able to air one out and find the end zone, they would have declined that penalty. So still a nice play by the defense, even though there was a penalty on the play.
Nick Mitchell runs a pretty tight shift for the Rustlers. He usually has a very disciplined team. But tonight, lots of penalties from the men in green, costing the Rustlers. So far, no penalties for the Pirates. They're the least penalized team in the conference. and showing why tonight.
All kinds of receivers, no one in the backfield for Orange Coast.
3rd down and 14 here for the Rustlers, and it's picked off. What a grab from Roth Mendoza out of St. John Bosco High School. Turned the ball over.
And there you get a good look at Roth Mendoza, and he's pumped, and I'm pumped, and everybody in the building's pumped, as that's the 2nd turnover for Orange Coast. You talk about Golden West picking up those penalties. Orange Coast not picking up penalties, but they're turning the ball over. Nice pick by Roth Mendoza, stopping a pretty solid drive by the Pirate offense. Let's go ahead and take another look at that Roth Mendoza interception. Rob?
Josue had lots of time here airing it out, but Roth Mendoza just steps in front of the intended receiver there. Brings the ball down nicely, gives the Rustlers a chance. Here's Weezar shuffling to his right. He's got a wide open receiver right up the middle. Crosses the 30-yard line. Dana Melee on the reception there for the Rustlers. Good for a 1st down.
Tight end number 89, Dana Melee, not a name we say often, but that was a nice catch and a little bit of a run after the catch by the 6'3", 245-pound sophomore from Ocean View, California in Huntington Beach.
Spencer along with Harold Williams right behind Weezar. This time it's to Harold Williams. Tries to go right up the middle. Crosses the 35-yard line, maybe up to the 36. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 6.
Not much going on for Williams on that run right there. Seems like the passing game has been a little bit more solid for the Golden West offense and Nick Mitchell. Let's see if he goes back to it here. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6 from their own 36 with 5 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the 1st half as the Golden West Rustlers trail the Orange Coast Pirates 7-6.
Rustlers trying to put up some points here just before halftime. Weezar again jumps to his right, lots of pressure, evades one, but can't evade number 2 and 3. Lots of pressure there from the offensive line of OCC. There's not 1, but not 2, but 3 players trying to get after Weezar.
And Weezar able to dodge that first tackle, unable to dodge number 54, defensive end, 6'5", 255 pounds, Bryce Brantley, all over him.
So I'll bring up 3rd down and 9 here for the Rustlers. Motion there from Andrew Williams. Weezar, lots of pressure again. He's tripped up, stays on his feet. No, he cannot. 2 in a row there from the Pirates, this time in the form of Kyle Hubert.
And Rob, the offensive line for the Golden West Rustlers has to be better. Your defense is going to give you opportunities by picking up turnovers. They picked up that fumble. They come up with that interception. And the Golden West offensive line just has to do a better job.
So 4th and 13 will bring up a punt here for the Rustlers. Takes another Golden West bounce, but it rolls out of bounds at the 32-yard line. There is a late flag here on the field. It looks like perhaps some extracurriculars after the play. Not uncommon here in the Bell game.
Yes.
And here's the verdict from the officials. Personal foul, chop block.
Let's go ahead and see what that penalty is. Sorry about that. A little bit technical difficulties with my microphone. Seems to be working fine right now.
So for the first time tonight, this one, still unclear. They didn't really give a direction here, but it is going against OCC. Nope. I got it all wrong. Not a very clear direction there. We finally get it, a chop blocking against the Rustlers.
And once again, it's penalties against the Golden West Rustlers. That's going to keep haunting them as it has been early, and it continues to do so.
So after the punt, which put them inside their own 30, the penalty brings it up to the 47-yard line. Another good field position here for the Pirates with 3:59 left in the half. Still up by just a point. Pitched out to number 25, Jory Hansen. No gain on the play.
Nice solid defense by the Golden West Rustler defensive line that time. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Golden West trails by 1, 7-6. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Pirate offense from their own 47-yard line.
4 wide receivers here for the Pirates. Lots of guys on the line here for the Rustlers, and that'll absolutely prove effective as the ball carrier gets nowhere.
More solid defense, very consistent all night long by the Golden West offensive line. The Orange Coast running game really unable to get established here in the first half. Solid defense, Golden West Rustlers.
Generous spot there, puts the ball on the 49, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 here for OCC. Josue with a quick pass. It's complete and a good attempt there to get the 1st down. It was a decent reception. It was just inside the 1st down marker, but the yards after the catch put him over the 1st down marker.
Nice solid catch by the Pirate receiver. Being very aware of where that 1st down marker was and able to reach out, pick up another yard on that play, move the chains for the Pirates. 1st and 10, Orange Coast.
Another quick handoff here to Shimfali. Crosses the 40-yard line up to the 37.
And with just over 2 minutes left here in the first half, the Golden West defense really has to stand tall and keep Orange Coast off the board.
Another touchdown here or any other points for Orange Coast would be difficult to swallow for the Rustlers. But it's their penalties that have gave the Orange Coast good field position here yet again.
2nd down and 7 for Jose and the Pirates.
Josue with another handoff to Shimfali. This time brought down to the backfield. Raheem Ivy yet again with the tackle.
Nice solid defense. Number 3, linebacker Raheem Ivy, able to find that running back and bring him down. Solid defense once again, Golden West, Raheem Ivy.
So 3rd down, still 7 to go. Golden West Rustlers need to put up a big defensive stop here.
And Rob, if you want to look at a bright spot for Golden West, it's their defense coming up with those 2 turnovers and been pretty solid stopping that powerful Orange Coast running game.
4 wide receivers for the Pirates. A couple of flags on the play. It's whistled dead.
Big number 75, Raheem Kilioko, jumped the gun on that one, and it's going to be offsides on Golden West. 5-yard penalty is going to bring up a repeat of the 3rd down and probably 2 yards for Orange Coast.
So Golden West still committing penalty after penalty here.
And with the Rustler penalties and the Orange Coast turnovers, that's why this game's been pretty much even up to this point. The only difference, the mixed extra point on the Golden West touchdown.
Good stop there on 3rd down.
Big number 85 for the Golden West Rustlers. Delroy Steele, nice tackle.
That'll be up 4th down and 2. When it looked like things were going to be easy there for the Pirates with 3rd and short. Great tackle from Steele. Loses a couple yards on the play. 48 seconds and counting here in the first half.
And there you get a look. Jose on the sidelines pleading to his coach why he should let him stay on the field and go for this 4th down and 3.
Play clock gets down to about 2 before they call timeout. So head coach Taylor trying to use the clock here to his advantage.
And because they're on the Golden West side of the field, inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line, you got to think Orange Coast is going to go for it here on 4th down. If they pick it up, they got the 1st down and they keep the drive alive, maybe get themselves into field goal territory before the first half. If they turn the ball over, it's not that big of a deal as the Golden West offense will be working from their own 34-yard line with just over 30 seconds in the first half. So either way you look at it, not a bad play call from the coach of the Orange Coast Pirates.
Quarterback Josue heads back onto the field. They've got their play ready to go. So she's at 34 seconds to play here in the half. Big fourth down here for the Pirates.
A low-scoring game so far here through the first half. As we mentioned in the pregame, Golden West averaging just over 20 points a game, Orange Coast averaging just under 20 points a game, so pretty much what we expected.
And it looks like it's good, and it is. Still on his feet, Shimfali gets the first down and then some, bring the ball inside the 15-yard line.
And that's the biggest run of the game for Shimfali and his Orange Coast Pirate offense, as he was able to get through the middle and bump to the outside and pick up some major yards. That could be a big play when you look back at the end of this game, as that moves the ball into field goal territory. 1st and 10 with 27 seconds. Let's take another look at Mr. Shimfali and his running play.
Going to hand off here to Shimfali. Finds a hole just to the right side. Look at the speed burst of Shimfali as he crosses the 15-yard line.
Clock ticking, 14 seconds.
Josue was batted at the line. Good heads-up play there. It looked like there may have been a nice run there from his wide receiver.
Nice solid defense by Chris Fiskus, the 6-foot linebacker, 220 pounds, able to get his hand on the ball for the deflection. Didn't look too happy with himself, thinking he might have been able to bring that one down for the interception.
With 11 seconds left on 2nd and 10, we're sending in Vandeman, the kicker, to go for a field goal here.
I don't know why he's doing this with 11 seconds. That's plenty of time to get off one more play.
2nd down, 2. Vandeman's kick is up. Looks like it's got the distance, and it's good.
And Rob, he was nailing those all day long in the pregame as we were down there on the sidelines. Real solid kicker for the Orange Coast Pirates. Number 3, Lucas Vanderman. With that field goal, is going to increase the Orange Coast lead 10-6 with just 6 seconds left in the first half of this 41st annual Bell game from Labard Stadium in beautiful Orange County, California.
So 6 seconds left on the clock here, first half. Maybe just enough time for the return. Donnie Ruggles would love to get a shot at this one.
You'd think the Orange Coast coaching staff would have run the clock down a little bit before deciding to kick that field goal, not giving the Golden West Rustlers special teams unit enough time in case they do break free and run one back. 6 seconds is plenty of time. You might want to look for a low, choppy kick here so he doesn't have much time once he does field the ball.
It is Andrew Williams in the backfield for Golden West, the intended returner here for the Rustlers. Spencer also on the field in front of him. We know he can carry the ball.
Number 3, Lucas Vanderman on the kickoff.
There it is, a low kick. Looks like Spencer's going to field it. He does it just inside his own 30-yard line. Crosses the 40-yard line.
And there's some extracurricular activity going on at around the 50-yard line between number 8 for the Orange Coast Pirates. That is Clay Guess, and number 6 for Golden West, Danny Ruggles.
That's one way to end the half there. Let's send it down to a field-side reporters, John and Elaine.
Halftime of this homecoming game, Orange Coast College 10, Golden West 6. Elaine, what do you think of that first half?
Well, it was a pretty back and forth first half. There was definitely a little bit of action going on, a lot of competing going on. Golden West did manage to get a touchdown in the second quarter, and they did end up missing the field goal. But I really think that they're just missing the cheerleaders. I think if they had cheerleaders, then they would definitely just do something different, and there would be a much different outcome. And as you know, there is the homecoming game going on, so there is a bit of a party going on behind us. So hopefully that'll be able to raise their spirits.
Coach Nick Mitchell is renowned for his adjustments, and the Rustlers coming out in the second half playing with a little more intensity. Let's hope that this homecoming game, Coach Mitchell is able to get the troops aimed in the right direction. But as we go into half, Orange Coast 10, the Rustlers 6. Rob, Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, John. And like Elaine said, maybe Golden West needs some cheerleaders, and maybe Elaine Lockman can be the one that starts that up here at Golden West College. For now, it's the homecoming night. We're going to take in the halftime show. We'll be back with the second half as Golden West trails Orange Coast 10-6.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Come on. What do you got there, Yogi? Huh? What have you found? What do you got, little fella? Drop it. Looks like someone's butt. Man, they probably lost it playing with their kids. Hey, leave it. Come on. Come on.
About this place, it just gets better and better.
Every day, California goes to work. And thanks to its system of more than 100 community colleges all across the state, every day, California becomes a better place to live. California Community Colleges, the way California works.
It just gets better and better.
Kevin Schreiber along with Victor Cespedes. Let's head down to the sideline to our very own Rob Frecker as we get ready for the second half.
Kickoff just behind me as the second half gets underway. One thing I want to talk about is penalties. Coach Nick Mitchell for Golden West runs a very tight ship. He likes a disciplined team. That didn't happen here in the first half. 8 penalties for a total of 75 yards. I'm sure that was one of the top priorities that he addressed at halftime. We'll see how they turn out right after this. Let's send it back up to the booth. Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Rob. And as Rob mentioned, the first half, nothing but penalty problems for Golden West. Let's see if Nick Mitchell and his troops can turn that around in the second half. As you guys just watched on that kickoff return, it was Andrew Williams on the return picking up some good yards for the Golden West Rustlers. It's going to be Wazar under center to get the offense going for Golden West here in the second half. Wazar takes the snap, he fakes the Spencer, and it's going to be Williams to the outside, and he's going to pick up a few yards, nothing much. I'm joined by Victor Cespedes. Victor, how's it going watching that first half from the sidelines? Do you have anything a little bit different to tell me that I may not have seen up here in the booth?
Well, Kevin, I was just a little shocked by Coach Nick Mitchell not really going to his play calling that we're used to seeing. He was really traditional in running the ball early in the first half, so I'm looking for a little spread offense here in the second half.
Well, you and I both know Nick Mitchell and the Golden West Rustler definitely a second half team. It's going to be second down and 6 from their own 32 as Wazar under center. You got Williams in motion in the backfield. Wazar is going to take the snap and pitch the ball backfield to Williams, who's going to bump to the outside and pick up a couple yards as he's to the 35-yard line on the play.
A good job by Orange Coast College filling that hole. It looks like the Golden West is just pitching the ball and running first half, and they continue to do the same here on a 43 defense. What do you expect to see?
Well, I think Nick Mitchell, like you said, is going to change it up. Maybe looking to establish the run game over here in the second half. So Orange Coast is looking run, and then maybe he can shock him with one of those Colquitt catches downfield. However, it's going to be 3rd down and 3 from their own 35-yard line for Wazar and his Golden West offense. Wazar under center. He takes the snap, fakes it to Chris Spencer, and it's Williams up again. Nowhere to go up the middle. Nice play by the Orange Coast defense as it's going to be number 32 on the tackle for the Pirates. He goes by the name of Travis McNaughton, the 6', 240-pound sophomore linebacker from Mater Dei.
And again, they're stuffed by the defensive line. You just expect a little more movement. You want to come out here and try to capitalize, especially when you get the ball like that in the second half, Kevin.
Yeah, things really not going real well for the Golden West offense here to start the second half. It's going to be in and out and 4 as they're going to be forced to punt, and it's number 9 in the backfield for Orange Coast to return the kick. A sloppy kick, no return going to be made on that play, and it's going to be down by number 37 for the Golden West Rustlers.
And we've seen short punts throughout the first half. I'm really shocked because I've seen their punt team. I don't know if they're just, it might be this cold weather, not getting them that deep of a punt or what it may be, but they definitely have, if they're going to punt the ball, they might as well, go for it on 4th down if they're going to give them that kind of field.
Well, Vic, sometimes those nerves play in the factor when it's a bell game like this between two rival schools. However, Orange Coast is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 31 as Jose is going to take the snap, hand off, number 20, running up the middle. He has nowhere to go. That's Bill Chumpley on the run, nowhere to go, up the middle, picks up a couple yards. The 5'11", number 1 running back for the Orange Coast Pirates.
And he is stuffed by Delroy, Steele Delroy, also playing tight end for Golden West, showing some defensive skills there.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Jose and his Pirate offense. He kneels down real low under center. He drops back to pass, completes a pass in the backfield. His receiver, number 20, bounces to the outside, able to pick up a few yards before he's knocked out of bounds. Chimpley on the reception, able to move the ball a little bit upfield for the Pirate offense.
A good job there by Golden West, playing that cover 2 well, not really biting on the deep pass. We're able to make that tackle.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Pirates from the 37-yard line. This time it's going to be Jose with 2 men out, 2 men in the backfield. He's going to take the snap and hand the ball out in the backfield once again to his favorite runner, Bill Chimpley, who goes down in the backfield, unable to do much with that run and pick up any yards on that play.
And Golden West sending 5 rushers there. So as we've seen, this has been a running game, first half and second half. They're trying to establish the run again and hopefully open up something with a play action.
Real solid defense from the Golden West Rustlers. It's going to force Orange Coast to punt. It's going to be number 13, Ricky Carroll, on the punt for the Orange Coast Pirates. And the man who's pretty dangerous once he gets his hands on the ball is number 20 in the backfield for Golden West, Donnie Ruggles. The kick is up, and it's fielded by Ruggles at about the 26-yard line. Ruggles, nowhere to go, is moving back to left to right, and he's tackled at about the 30 by number 16 for Orange Coast, DeAndre Dickerson, on that tackle.
A good punt there, Kevin. Personally, I thought that he would keep going forward instead of moving back. Coaches really would like to take any kind of yardage they can get. Instead of losing a couple, they'd rather gain a couple.
A little bit more speed than I anticipated from the special teams of the Orange Coast Pirates. Ruggles fielded the ball nicely, but really had nowhere to go once he had the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 30 to start this drive for Golden West. Wazar, wide out pass to number 5, Andrew Williams, and he breaks a tackle and has some speed. He's to the 50, across the 50 to the 45 before he's finally brought down. Nice yards after the catch by Williams as they pick up the 1st down for the Golden West Rustlers. Big offensive play for the Golden West Rustlers.
And a great job there by the wideout. Just to waited for the blocks to get there. Wasn't really in a hurry. We'll have the replay for you here. Just a minute. And as you see the shift coming, the wideout going to the outside and waiting for the blocks patiently, and just makes his move and picks up a big gain there near the 50.
That's going to move the chains, and it's going to be 1st and 10. As you see, Wazar under snap, 1st and 10 from the 44. He has Spencer in the backfield, although he gives it to number 26 on the run, Robert Cruz, and he's able to bounce to the outside. Not much of a gain, but just looks like Nick Mitchell trying to get that run established and then look for the big pass. As just when Orange Coast is thinking run, Nick Mitchell likes to fire that ball, as he did to Williams on that previous play, and pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Well, definitely they seem to be going to the outside a lot. I saw that a lot in the first half. I'm really expecting them to try to find a tight end downfield in the middle of the cover 2 area, because all I've seen is a lot of out route passes.
This time it's going to be Wazar under center with 1 man in the backfield and 3 wide out, all to his right side. Wazar takes the snap, and he's immediately looking for the open man. He goes downfield, wide open, number 80, nothing but daylight. Touchdown for the Rustlers, and that is Mr. Peter Adams on the reception as Golden West jumps ahead and takes the lead 12-10 early here in the second half of the bell game.
Indeed, Kevin. I saw those safeties creeping a lot to the sidelines, so eventually Nick Mitchell, with a great mind that he has, he saw the middle open, and sure enough, his wideout was open for that. Great catch.
Awesome play calling by Coach Nick Mitchell, and he does what he knows how to do, and that's get his troops ready at halftime as the extra point, and it's a fake. Wazar takes the snap, and he's looking in the end zone. Unfortunately, the play was broken up. Nice defensive play by the Orange Coast Pirate defense. Number 5 for Orange Coast, Brian Paley, breaking up that 2-point conversion as Nick Mitchell was trying to go ahead by 4 rather than 3. Let's go ahead and take another look at that replay. Victor, tell me what you see.
And we see the quarterback just to stay in the pocket here, keeping his eyes outside. And it's a great catch to number 80. That's Peter Adams with a great catch.
Nice, solid offense. Wazar to Adams for the touchdown. Nick Mitchell, known for getting his troops together at halftime. A little bit lackluster of an offensive performance by the Golden West Rustlers in the first half. They come out in the second half, refocused and ready to take control of this football game. They have their first lead as they jump ahead 12-10. Nick Mitchell opting to go for 2. Unfortunately, he was unable to convert on that play. It's going to be a 2-point lead for the Golden West Rustlers as they kick off here with 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
And Kevin, normally I would think it's a little risky to go for going for 2 early in this game, but you know this is a bell game, so Nick Mitchell's trying to capitalize on anything he can get.
He's been here before and he knows what it takes to win these games. Jesus Orozco on the kick. A nice kick towards that far sidelines. Unfortunately, it's just a bit out of bounds.
That's a penalty. They'll get it at the 40 to start this.
So Victor, Golden West looking a lot more sharp on the offensive side of the ball here in the second half. You got to give credit where credit's due. I know I mentioned his name several times. What can you tell me about head coach Nick Mitchell?
Well, you know, he fooled us because he came out with the traditional run, and he looked like he was just going to keep pounding it and having to punt the ball again and again. And, you know, like I said, if those deep safeties were weak on that middle area, you know, they didn't have the cover 2 there. They went to the cover 3, and it was wide open. So, typical Nick Mitchell, always confusing us and also confusing their defensive coordinator.
There's going to be an offsides on that kickoff, so the Orange Coast Pirates are going to start this drive from their own 40-yard lines. Good field position, not what the Golden West Rustler defense wanted to do by giving the Pirates short field. Let's see if Jose can get his offensive troops rolling. 10 minutes left in the third. Pirates trail by 2. Jose in the backfield under the gun. 4 wide out, 1 man with him. He's looking for the quick pass. Nice short reception. The man makes a catch and picks up a few yards after the carry. That's number 82 on the reception for Orange Coast. Brandon Estrada with his 3rd catch of the game. Fortunately for Golden West, only a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 with the clock ticking under 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
And OCC just testing the DBs there, seeing if they're playing them deep. Just a little quick pass to see if they're going to open up the field.
Jose once again drops back, looking for a man to throw to. Complete once again to the far sidelines. Number 8, Clay Guess on the reception, and that's going to move the chains. Well, now that that first half is over, let's go ahead and take a look at those first half stats. Dominated offensively by the Pirates, who picked up 10 first downs to Golden West 5. Passing yards was dominated by OCC as well, 61-37. Rushing yards, OCC known as a rushing team, 24 attempts for 60 yards as Golden West only had 20 yards on 16 carries. Not very good as Jose in the backfield fakes the pass and he's looking to throw deep. He's got a man open, number 86 catches the ball at the 30, and that's a nice reception by Jeff Waldron before he's brought down by the Golden West defense.
And OCC also showing a lot of run early on, and there you go. You know, you get a play action, and eventually the defensive line, a couple of those linebackers bite, and you have that middle of the field wide open for a big reception.
So after a defensive first half, both teams' offense seems to have things going a little bit more as Jose takes the snap, and he's going to hand the ball off to the right side. Chimplay bounces to the right side. He's got some room as he's inside the 20, picking up some yardage on that play.
And that's a great job by Orange Coast College's offensive line. Usually you don't hear a lot of offensive lines mentioned, so I'm going to give offensive line some credit. Kyle Donaldson there with a great steal to the right side. Big man, 6'3". You don't need to know his weight.
And Chimplay able to pick up the first down, and that kid looks like he drank a Red Bull or something at halftime because he had nothing going in the first, and he's got nothing but legs in the second. Jose under center, squatting down real low, looking to take that snap. He takes a snap, drops in the backfield, fakes the hands off, and he's sacked back at the 28-yard line. Big number 93 for the Golden West Rustlers on the sack.
And they're looking for the face mask there, Kevin. It was a little questionable, and you can see the OCC sidelines just jumping, wanting a flag there.
Pierre Key able to move that big 6'2" frame and pick up the sack in the backfield as Jose goes down. Nice defense, Pierre Key.
And if this favors Golden West, it's a big break for them because the penalty is not what you want here.
And you mentioned that penalty. That's a blown call, as I think he ripped him down by the face mask. But if the ref didn't see it, I didn't see it. 2nd down and 17 as Jose is going to be under the gun with 3 wide out, 1 man in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Once again, the Golden West defense gets to him, and he's sacked for the 2nd straight play. Big number 83 for Golden West. Lorenzo Castillo picks up the sack.
And Castillo makes the play there, but if you check on the quarterback, he peeks a little because he sees a corner blitz. Corner's coming down, and he's hesitating, and then he eventually just runs into Castillo.
And I think I mistake. That's Dante Scott, number 88. Sorry, I got some bad eyes up here. I thought that was an 83, and it's an 88.
We'll check that.
Anyway, you look at it, 3rd down and 30 for the Pirate offense as the Golden West defense getting the job done here in the 2nd half. Jose looking for some big yardage, 3rd and 30. He goes with the short pass. Ops number 82 on the near sidelines. He picks up some yards as he's gang tackled by Golden West on the near sideline as he loses his helmet. Fortunately for Golden West, they're not even back to the line of scrimmage. Nice catch by Brandon Estrada. However, they're going to be short.
They were an empty back set there. Definitely, they were trying to make them think that they were going to go deep and try something deep. But looks like Orange Coast College's coach just doesn't want to risk it here, and he has a good kicker. So we'll see if he can complete this kick.
And they're going to be on the 33-yard line. You add the 10 of the end zone, and they're going to attempt a 43-yard field goal right here, but not before Nick Mitchell and his troops call a timeout.
And before the game started, I was down on the sidelines, and I got to see this kicker. And, you know, he was making some deep kicks somewhere near the 50-yard line. But, I mean, when you have a defense rushing at you, it's a totally different thing.
And I couldn't agree with you more, Victor. He was nailing them all over the place as we were down there on the sidelines in the pregame. But once you get on that field and you got some big Golden West Rustler linemen coming at you, it's a different story. Golden West still up by 2, 6:46 left in the 3rd quarter, 4th and 17. Orange Coast looking to pick up the field goal and retain the lead. And you got to think about it. Earlier in the game, the Golden West Rustlers missed an extra point on the touchdown. That would give them 1 more point, and it would be 13-10. This field goal, if it's made, would tie the game. They also missed a 2-point conversion. So that's 3 points that Nick Mitchell and his squad should have on the board that they don't. These Bell games are known for being close. So we'll look back at the end of the game and see if they have an effect. As the Orange Coast Pirates line up for this long field goal, it's Lucas Vanderman. Let's see if he can hit it. The kick is up, and it's blocked by Golden West and out of bounds. Huge special teams play by number 4, Bernard Williams, and he's pumped. The crowd's pumped. Everybody's pumped. Big play by Bernard Williams to keep the lead in favor of the Golden West Rustlers.
That's a fantastic job coming off the edges like that, Kevin. Just don't see that too often.
Let's go ahead and take another look at that blocked field goal. The snap is back. Looks like a solid hold. The kick is up, and Bernard Williams just beats his man to the outside and gets there. He's just there. He's just money on that play. There's nothing else you can say. Nice special teams play by Bernard Williams as Wazar and the Golden West offense takes over. Wazar under center looking to capitalize. He gives it to Williams up the middle with nowhere to go. Solid defense by the middle of the line for the Orange Coast Pirates.
A 2 wide outset there. Maybe trying to get the defense to bite on a slant route, but they did, and they sustained their stance, and they were able to capitalize on that play.
So just that I was talking about missed points by the Golden West Rustlers, missing an extra point, missing a 2-point conversion, a blocked field goal, evens those missed points out. Both teams should have 3 points each on the board that they don't have, and this is turning out to be an excellent football game as Wazar has Williams in motion in the backfield. Wazar takes a snap and his pass is to Williams. He makes a reception and he's to the 40 before he's tackled just around the 43, 44-yard line. Nice little short pickup for Wazar and the Rustler offense.
Well, there's always points left on the board, like you say, and that's what football's all about. That's why it's such a great game. Anything can happen at any given moment.
And just like you say, it's about which teams capitalize on those opportunities that they receive and those missed opportunities that are stopped. Early in the game, in the first half, it was turnovers for Orange Coast and penalties for Golden West. Seems like both teams have shaken off those bell game butterflies and come out with a little bit more of solid efforts here in the second half. Golden West still with the lead, 12-10, 5:43 left, third quarter. A little bit of a delay on the field. And they're going to bring out the chains for this one, as Williams may have picked up the first down. He looked a little bit short to me, but depending on the spot, they may move the chains and pick up a first down for the Golden West offense. There you can see at the top of your screen, they're going to measure this one up. And it looks like Williams was just a nose short. So I don't think they're going to have the first down. And it looks like a link is what the ump is holding in his hand. One chain link. So it's going to bring up second down and 1 from their own 43 for Wazar and the Golden West offense.
And Wazar may look to take a sneak here. He's a big guy. He's 200 pounds, 5'11". So we'll see what Nick Mitchell calls, but I wouldn't be shocked if they just picked it up to keep that clock moving.
Well, you do see big number 34, Chris Spencer, on the field, and this is his specialty, these short yard situations. They just give it to the man in the backfield and let him bowl his way through the middle. So I'm looking for Chris Spencer up the middle on this play, Vic.
That's a good point. He's been there before, and you know we've seen other games where he has picked up those huge yards for Golden West.
We mentioned it earlier, a beautiful night for football, a beautiful night for the Bell game. The Orange Coast side, the Golden West side, packed with fans. Everybody loves this. And it turns out to be an excellent football game as Wazar's under center. Orange Coast jumps but gets back on side before Wazar snaps the ball. Wazar takes the ball, fakes to Spencer. Williams once again, and there's a dog pile in the middle of the field, pushed backwards by the Orange Coast defensive line, and I don't think he has it.
It didn't look like they got much movement on that offensive line. It looked like they filled the holes quickly. They jumped off the ball in time. Like you said, they were very eager to get off the ball. They just filled there.
I like Chris Spencer. He has to do a little bit better of a block. You should be able to pick up a chain link on any given play at this level of football. And Nick Mitchell opting to punt right here on 4th down and 1, as if they didn't get that 1 yard, it would give Orange Coast the short field we talked about earlier in the game, and Orange Coast working well with the short field. Looks like Orange Coast is going to call a timeout.
And I've seen Coach Nick Mitchell on many occasions, you know, go for it on 4th down, whether it's a fake punt or if it was just a kicker going straight up the gut. So we wouldn't be shocked to see anything different here if he did, for whatever reason, attempt that.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Nick Mitchell go in his bag of tricks. The only thing I think keeping him from doing that is where they are on the field. He doesn't want to give the Orange Coast Pirates offense a 43-yard field to work with. As we mentioned earlier, that kicker, he's got a pretty solid leg on him. And only up by 2, a field goal would put Orange Coast on top. So I think Nick Mitchell deciding to punt the ball is a smart idea.
I agree.
It's Golden West 12, OCC 10, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third quarter of this Bell game. Both teams with 19 Bell victories and 2 ties. Both teams trying to pick up win number 20 in the Bell series. Orange Coast has won the last 3 Bell games. Golden West trying to win this game, bring home that Bell, and bring it back to Huntington Beach. Here we get a look at the lineup. Golden West in special teams, number 22, back to punt. And he fakes it, and he's wide open, man, on the reception. And you called it, Victor. Nick Mitchell reaches into his grab bag of tricks, and it's Tim Atencio on the reception, and move those chains. First down, Rustlers.
Well, Kevin, how many times have we seen Nick Mitchell do this? So it's not like I really called it. I all I said was keep it in mind. And sure enough, he fooled Orange Coast College and was able to capitalize there. And that's a huge play for them.
You brought it up. You mentioned it. Let's go ahead and take a look at that fake punt from the Golden West Rustlers. He takes a snap. He rolls out to the right side. He finds Atencio wide open in the middle of the field to the 40 to the 30, almost to the 20-yard line before he's finally brought down. And the Golden West sidelines going nuts as Wazar looking to the end zone. Touchdown, AC Aldonius Colquitt, his second of the game as the Golden West Rustlers increase their lead. 18-10 Golden West. And that's the Nick Mitchell's Golden West offense that you're talking about. Quick strike, fake punt, big pickup, big play into the end zone. Aldonius Colquitt with his second touchdown of the night.
And that's just a very basic slant route to the right, but that quarterback is doing a great job shaking off safeties with his eyes. So give a lot of credit to the quarterback there.
And I'm thinking that Orange Coast defense still wasn't prepared after that quick fake punt. And Wazar drops a snap on the two-point conversion, and they're going to be unsuccessful in converting that again. But either here nor there, the Golden West Rustler offense increased their lead 18-10. And to get back to what I was talking to a few minutes ago, Victor, I don't think they were ready for that Aldonius Colquitt touchdown. They were still in shock about the fake punt that was successful to Atencio to pick up the first down. Going with that no-huddle offense, quick snap, quick catch, Colquitt is in the end zone before you know what to do. It was really quick and really nice by the Golden West offense.
Well, there was a lot of heads looking towards the sideline, so yeah, I agree with you, and that's what football is all about. You have to be ready. Offense gets to snap the ball when they want, so the defense has to be ready, and I agree with you. What I don't agree with that going for the two there, Kevin. I understand when you're close, but once you get the lead, you got to put up points. You cannot leave those points, like you said, off the board. They have to get there. Even if it would be 19-10, you still need that one. You never know how this game will end.
Well, we've seen it up here all year long. I don't know if Nick Mitchell has much confidence in his kicking squad, which is why he's elected to go for two twice now. And after that missed field goal, maybe it's a little bit of, the missed extra point, and maybe it's a little bit punishment to his kicker, letting him know he has to get his game on.
Well, Kevin, we do a lot of soccer games, so I don't know. I've seen a lot of those boys kick it deep, so Coach Nick Mitchell has to start looking there.
A short kick from the Golden West Special Teams unit. Fielded on their own 35-yard line by number 57 for the Orange Coast Pirates, Kamunaona Wong. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Orange Coast College Pirates from their own 35-yard line, looking to cut into this 18-10 Golden West Rustler lead here at the Bell Game with just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
And we've been talking a lot about this offense for Golden West, but the defense has done a great job filling holes and getting upfield quickly.
Jose Undergun takes a snap. He's looking downfield. He finds a man over the middle of the field, and unable to hang on to the ball is number 27, Dakota Lambert.
Kevin, I saw this defense a few weeks ago. We even did a game a couple weeks ago, and I have to say I like this defense. They're very pumped. Of course, the Bell Game has a lot to do with it, but I just like their intensity that they're showing now. I don't know if a couple of backups have been in, but it's really amazing me what a quick switch this has been.
And the Pirates going with another 4 wide out. Jose under center. He drops back. Looking to throw, and the ball's picked off by number 3 for Golden West. He's still on his feet. He's to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. He's got daylight before he's finally dragged down around the 12-yard line. Raheem Ivey comes up with the pick for the 3rd turnover by the Orange Coast offense tonight. Big defensive play by Golden West all night long. Rustler defense.
And that's a beautiful pick, Kevin. He does a ballerina twist. And not only that, but he grabs it with one hand. What a great catch. What a great return, Kevin.
And let's go ahead and take another look. I got to see that again. The ball thrown through the middle of the field. Raheem Ivey, one-handed, does a spin, able to stay on his feet. And keep in mind, people, he's not a little guy. A big man running down the field. And that was a nice pick, nice return. And now, unfortunately, on that next play, Wazar was sacked in the backfield by big number 50 for the Orange Coast defense, Isaiah Rapina. But anyway you look at it, the Golden West Rustler offense has the ball back on the field, and turnovers have been killing this Pirate team all night long.
And like you said, he's not a big guy, but Raheem Ivey, one of those special type of athletes where they have quick feet, are able to recognize what's ahead, and they're able to just move that big 225-pound body, because to me, he looked like a DB there picking that.
Wazar, 3 wide out, 2 on the far sidelines, 1 on the near, 1 man in the backfield. Wazar drops back. He looks to the near sidelines, and Cole quit, and they're saying that it's no catch, that the ball hit the ground, and now Dolius Colquitt thinks he had the catch. Unfortunately, what he thinks doesn't matter.
Yeah, very close, incomplete. Receiver's going to believe he makes the catch every time. All you can do is get back in that huddle and head to the next down.
3rd down and 15 from the Pirate 20. Wazar's back in the gun. He's got 5 wide out. No one in the backfield with him, and I'm looking for him to go to Colquitt again. Wazar takes a snap, this time to the middle of the field, and the pass is caught, and the man is dropped just short of a 1st down. The reception by number 80 for the Golden West Rustlers, Peter Adams.
That's a great route there. He tried to fool him on an out route and just came back on a quick hitch there and just set on it and fooled the zone. Great job by Golden West there.
4th and 5 from the 10. Victor, are we going to see a field goal attempt here, or is Nick Mitchell going to leave his troops on the field and let him go for it?
Well, Kevin, like you said, he's not very confident in his kicker, so I mean, being that close, Kevin, I would have to attempt a field goal, because if you can't get a kicker to make field goals when you're that close.
Well, it seems like there was a little bit of confusion between Wazar and Nick Mitchell, so Nick Mitchell forced to use another timeout, and I think they want to discuss what they want to do. It looks like he's going to leave Wazar on the field. The question is, 5-yard play. Do you keep the ball on the ground, or do you go to the air?
Well, with Nick Mitchell's play calling, I would have to say he's going to definitely, if he's going to want to fool them with a run, maybe go to play action, maybe try something very Nick Mitchell-ish, as I like to say.
Nick Mitchell-ish is definitely a good term, especially when you're talking about the Bell game. Because it's the rivalry game, because it's for the Bell, I think Nick Mitchell likes to run up the scoreboard. I don't think the term field goal is in his playbook or his vocabulary on a night like this.
Right. Well, if I was playing for him, I'd be very excited to be on his team, especially getting the chance to keep on scoring and scoring, you know.
And he does produce some winners, as 2 former Golden West Rustlers, Lavoisier Tuanai being one of them, now play for the #1 college football team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, who are still undefeated on the season. So Nick Mitchell definitely knows how to prep his players for their future. As the offense retakes the field, it's going to be Wazar under center, no one in the backfield, 3 wide out as they go for it on 4th and 5 from the 10. Wazar drops back, and he's looking in the end zone. He has a man in the corner. Unfortunately, Colquitt unable to come down with the ball, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the first time for the Golden West offense.
And, you know, that's very unfortunate, Kevin. I mean, being this deep, you would think you can find a kicker out there to kick. But in this type of situation, you got to do what you have to do to get this victory.
Well, the good part about that is the Orange Coast Pirates only take over on their own 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
So they do have a long field to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no points were put on the board. But either way, if you would have missed the field goal, it would have been the same outcome.
Absolutely.
So now you're going to see Jose under center. 3 wide out, 4 wide out, 1 man in motion. He drops back and he hands the ball off. A run up the middle, the man able to stay on his feet to the outside. He's to the 12, 15-yard line before he's finally brought down. Number 33 on the tackle for the Golden West Rustlers, John Graves.
And a great job there by Adrian Steen, just sustaining the blocks, being very patient towards the outside. He looked like he wanted to cut inside, but found a lot of room towards the outside.
Jose under center. 1 man in the backfield, another man in motion is number 86. And they're going to hand the ball off up the middle once again, trying to establish that run game that the Golden West offensive line stopped really well in the first half.
And Ianu, the first one, number 77 from Golden West College, getting there to fill that hole, and the rest of the Rustlers just gang tackle. Like I said, this defensive line looks very different than a couple weeks ago. Really, really have to compliment Coach Nick Mitchell and his defensive line coach.
And they picked up the first down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from their own 21. The clock ticking, under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Jose takes a snap, and flags are flying, and the whistle's blown. false start on the offense. It's going to be 5 yards. They're going to bring it back. It's going to be first down and 15 from the 16-yard line.
And I keep talking about the defensive line, but the defensive line also plays a key part in the offensive line having a false start there. So they know that defensive line is coming hard, so a little shaky for OCC here.
They've been solid all night. Jose takes the snap, hands off once again. This time he's able to get free through the middle and pick up a few yards before he's hit hard by big number 33 for the Golden West Rustlers on the tackle, and that man is John Graves.
And a great penetration by Ianu there. He just barely misses his man as he makes a quick move to the outside.
Nice little 6-yard gain for the Orange Coast Pirate running back. It's going to bring up second down and 9. Clock ticking, 50 seconds. Jose back in the shotgun, calling the play, takes the snap. He's looking to throw the ball. Jose scrambles out to the right, and he's going to run it. Jose to the sidelines before he's tackled. Nice read and pickup by number 38 for Golden West, able to find that Jose had no receivers and was going to run the ball himself. Chris Fiskus on the tackle.
He may have had the tight end for a split second there, Kevin, but didn't recognize it and had to get out of there quick with that quick scramble.
And this is a big play for the Orange Coast offense. Third down and 5 from their own 26-yard line. Jose takes a snap and he's looking to throw the ball, but he can't because he's been brought down, sacked for the 4th time tonight. And this time it's number 77 for the Golden West Rustlers. CC Ianu, 6'3", 275 pounds, coming at you.
And Ianu's been doing it all night for them, really getting that pressure up that middle. And again, he shows what he can do with that big body of his.
And at 6'3", 275 pounds, only a freshman, I can definitely see that kid playing on another level of football after he's done here at Golden West. Let's go down to the sidelines with our own John McNichols. Carter. And we're back here at the end of the 3rd quarter with the Golden West Rustlers with an 18-10 lead over the Orange Coast Pirates. We're going to try that once again with our own John McNichols.
Quarter number 3 ends. Golden West leads 18-10. They've missed several opportunities to score additional points on points after, missed field goals. However, this game has gone the direction we had hoped, but quarter number 4 in the bell game is always exciting. We expect both teams to play to the very end. Let's see what happens in quarter number 4. Rob?
And we're back, the Golden West Rustlers with an 18-10 lead as we start the 4th quarter. The Orange Coast Pirates are going to be forced to punt the football. And although I had an excellent time doing play-by-play in the 3rd quarter, I'm going to hand it back over to our very own Rob Frecker.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Good to be back in the booth again. Thanks to Victor Cespedes, who did a great job there in the 3rd quarter. And we get the 4th quarter started off with an OCC punt fielded by Donnie Ruggles right inside the 40-yard line. He cuts here to the near side. Tripped up, still on his feet. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to be knocked out of bounds. He goes back to the far side, still on his feet. My goodness, Ruggles runs into his own man. Finally crosses the 50-yard line. That's a way to return about 6 yards on the play, but sure made it exciting.
And you got to give credit to Donnie Ruggles. Just when you thought he was down and out, he was able to avoid his knee touching the ground, using his hand, staying on his feet. And 6 yards, Rob, that's 6 yards.
Kevin, you talked about what an explosive returner he can be. It's evidenced right there. However, he's not able to gain a whole lot of yardage, but providing some excitement for the fans. Let's talk about that 3rd quarter, though. Golden West putting up 2 touchdowns there in the 3rd quarter. Unanswered touchdowns.
And just exactly what I expected from Nick Mitchell coming out of that locker room at halftime. You know how he likes to do things. Golden West usually doesn't even show up till the 2nd half.
Weezer with a quick handoff to Williams. Williams gains maybe 1 or 2 on the play. I had a chance to talk about penalties right at the beginning of the second half. Didn't see very many of those in the third quarter. A much more disciplined team there by the Rustlers in the third quarter, and it paid off.
And I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk to Nick Mitchell after this football game, and maybe he'll give us a little bit of insight about what he softly spokenly said to his team at halftime about those penalties.
He certainly does a great job at halftime. We often see a big change in morale from his Rustler teams from first to second half. Weezar here on 2nd and 9, and it looks like it's going to be a false start here on the Rustler offense. So just as I talk about the discipline of the Rustlers, maybe it's me, maybe it's my presence here in the booth. Hate to think that I have an impact up here, but you never can tell.
And you and John mentioned this in our opening in the pregame show. This Bell game, no matter what team has what record, or is coming off how many wins in a row or how many losses in a row, always seems to be within a touchdown. Whether it's OCC winning by a touchdown, Golden West up by 3 points. Right now, Golden West up by 8 points. That's one score, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And we're in the fourth quarter. So nice little prediction by you guys so far.
Going to be an exciting game and an exciting finish for sure. Weezar with lots of time goes downfield. Nice catch on the 15-yard line. What a play.
Number 80, the tight end, Chris Wright, able to get open in the middle of the field. Unfortunately, he's down and he looks hurt, but not before he made a hell of a catch. Move those chains, first down, Golden West Rustlers. Hopefully he's okay. And I messed up. That was Peter Adams for the Golden West Rustlers on that reception. Unfortunately, he's down and hurt. Let's go ahead and take another look at that hell of a catch made by number 80, Peter Adams.
Weezar with lots of time back here. With a nice bomb right in the path and right in the hands. Great view there, camera crew. I love that shot.
Solid hit by number 8, defensive back, Clay Guess. Shocked him. Hopefully he just knocked the wind out of him and he's going to be able to get up on his own 2 feet. We got a couple of sideline reporters down there on the field that I'm sure will give us the update. Let's just hope he's okay.
Peter Adams comes to Golden West out of Dana Hills High School. And it's good to see that he's, we were trying to get him up, but he had second thoughts about that.
Yeah, Rob, it's looking like his ribs, maybe a little bit of a breathing problem, and if he's going to try and get up like that and fall right back down on the field, it's better that he just relax and not try and rush it and move. There you get a good look. Not only is the Golden West training staff coming on the field, they're being assisted by the Orange Coast training staff, so that's a real classy move by the Orange Coast training staff to get out there and give help where help's needed.
Little pause on the field. Want to remind you again that this production being brought to you by the students enrolled in the Digital Arts program, the Digital Media program at Golden West College. For more information, check out our page on the Golden West website, and to check out our games that we have online, go to gwcathletics.com and find the Rustler TV page, and you can find our previous games from this season.
And that's good to see Peter Adams on his own 2 feet walking off the field.
Another programming note, we'll be bringing you next week's game taking place on the 13th of November versus College of the Desert right here from Lombard Stadium.
And when you talk to Peter Adams next week about that play, he's not going to tell you that he was a little bit banged up on the play. He's going to tell you about his 40-yard reception he had.
As well he should. It was an excellent catch. Gives the Rustlers great field position from the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 13:20 left in the match. And it looks like another false start here by the Rustlers. 2 so far this quarter.
We're going to see what this ref's going to call, if it's an offsides or a false start on the Golden West Rustlers. And it is a false start on the Golden West Rustlers.
So ball comes back to about the 17-yard line. 1st and 15.
1st and 15 with just over 13 minutes left here in the game. Golden West with an 8-point lead.
Weezar's got AC on the far right. Looks like he's going to him in the end zone. AC's got the space. Did he bring it down? Touchdown!
And that's called a hat trick right there. Aldonius Colquitt, AC, 3rd touchdown of the game as the Rustlers increase their lead. 24-10 Golden West, and I'm going to try and get an interview with that man, Aldodius Colquitt, after this game, as I think the Rustlers are going to roll from here on out and bring home that bell back to Huntington Beach and pick up their first victory in the last 4 bell games, Rob.
3 straight touchdowns for the Rustlers here, coming back, trailing 10-6 at halftime.
And although we've talked about Aldodius Colquitt making those receptions and putting those points on the board, finding in the end zone, we haven't talked about what he's done before tonight. We'll do that in a second.
Weezar going for 2 here. Is it complete in the end zone? Yes, 2.
And Nick Mitchell going for 2 yet again. They finally finding Austin Dotson in the end zone, picking up 2 more points. 26-10 Golden West, and maybe this thing's about to get out of control.
Golden West offense exploding here in the second half.
Let's go ahead and take another look at the 3rd touchdown of the game from AC, Aldodius Colquitt.
Weezar has plenty of time, but Colquitt makes a great run, beats his coverage. It was a question of whether or not he could stay in bounds, stay in that end zone, and he did a great job.
Rob, coming into tonight, Aldodius Colquitt played in 6 games, had 26 catches for 285 yards, averaging 11 yards of reception. Key factor, he only had 2 touchdowns coming into tonight. He has 3 tonight. That gives him 5 on the season, averaging 47 yards a game. That number's about to go up.
We talked before the game, Golden West averaging about 21, 22 points a game. Increasing that here tonight. And like you said, Kevin, they look ready to explode here tonight and go for the gut here. There's no time to hold back when you're playing your rivals, OCC, for the bell.
Lena Fuentes in the backfield to return the kick.
Won't get to him. It's fielded about the 27-yard line. Still on his feet. Crosses the 40, maybe to the 41. Most thing that Golden West has to pay attention to now is keeping a cool head here on defense. Don't revert back to those penalty-ridden first half habits.
And Rob, I've really been impressed with the defensive line of the Golden West Rustlers. Aside from the penalties, they played a real solid football game from start to finish, although we're not done yet. 12:43 left in the 4th quarter. They have a 16-point lead. I think they'll be fine.
Looking really strong there in the 3rd quarter. A couple of sacks on Josue, the OCC quarterback.
And these turnovers have been prevalent, as Orange Coast has 3 turnovers on the night that have led to some points for Golden West.
Shotgun for Josue. Fields it still on his feet, shuffles to his left. In and out of the hands of his receiver, Stephen Hopman. Indicative of the way things have been going here for OCC tonight.
And Estrada unable to make that reception. Looked like a little popcorn machine right there as he was juggling that football before he finally dropped it. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 from their own 42.
They expect the Pirates to stick to the air. Their normal rushing game hasn't been too effective here tonight. Lots of movement there on the Rustler line. He's able to get back in time before the ball snapped. Josue still on his feet. Didn't see that one coming.
Delroy Steele once again, his 3rd sack of the game, and the man's been playing solid all night long. Give it up for Delroy Steele and the Golden West defense.
About a 4-yard loss on the play will bring up 3rd and 14 from the 38-yard line.
And A.J. Josue is not going to miss Delroy Steele after this football game. He's going to be having nightmares about that kid for the rest of the week. I can assure you that.
So 3rd and 14, Josue's got 4 wide receivers from the shotgun position. Goes downfield, and it's very well short of his intended receiver, Derek Romo.
Good coverage by the Golden West defense, and that's going to force the Orange County College Pirates to punt the football. It's going to give Donnie Ruggles another chance on that return as he's going to line up in the backfield. And it's been all Rustlers this whole second half, outscoring the Orange County Pirates 20-0 since Nick Mitchell and his troops came out of that locker room. And I don't know what he does at halftime, but it works.
Low snap for the punt, but it's a good one. Ruggles says, I don't want anything to do with that. It takes a nice coast roll all the way down inside the 10, right on the 5-yard line. She's inside the 5-yard line. That's going to pin those Rustlers deep in their own territory. But with 11:39, Rustlers, all they have to do is move the ball little by little. Worry about that clock.
And being so far in their own end of the field, I'm looking for Nick Mitchell to establish his run a little bit there. And then just like he likes to get his ground game established, look for Colquitt and some of those receivers to get things going once they're about midfield.
Chris Spencer makes his way into the game yet again, the running back.
A little bit too early to start chewing off some of that clock. Although they do have a 16-point lead, that's certainly not enough as it's only 2 scores to start working on that clock.
Harold Williams behind Spencer. Williams, ball carrier, tries to go right up the middle, gains a few on the play, gets up to about the 8-yard line.
And there you go, Wazar to Williams, just picking up a few up the middle, keeping the ball on the ground, avoiding any turnovers. You definitely don't want to turn the ball over when you're this close to the end zone. You don't want to give the Pirates any free points, any chance to show any signs of life to get back in this game.
Keep the Pirates out mentally, I'm sure, is a key objective here for Nick Mitchell. Identical formation yet again. Handoff yet again to Williams. Goes right up the middle. Still on his feet. Gets close to the first down. Up to about the 14-yard line.
Nice play by Williams to find his way up the middle and take a couple of Orange Coast defenders with him. Able to move the ball up the field.
Just like that, taking a minute off the clock. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Nice pickup of 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up, like you said, Rob, a 3rd and 1 from their own 14. The clock ticking just over 10 minutes left here in this bell game.
A couple of plays that silenced this OCC crowd. The sacks, back-to-back sacks, and then that last touchdown. And they have been awfully quiet here in their own stadium. Looks like Spencer the ball. No, pardon me. But it's taken down for a loss down to the 12-yard line.
Let's go down to the sidelines and get an injury report about number 80, Peter Adams, from our own John McNichols.
Okay, let me update Peter Adams, number 80, spectacular catch. However, unfortunately, separated shoulder. Probably is done. He is done for the evening. Probably done for the season. Golden West leads 26-10. Quarter number 4. 9 minutes 35 seconds left. Kevin, Rob, take it away.
Unfortunately, he's going to miss the rest of this football game with that separated shoulder. What you guys missed while we were getting that injury update was a hell of a special teams. Rob, tell us about it.
It was an end-over-end punt from Santana, and the receiver wanted nothing to do with it. However, it touched him on the back, and Golden West didn't even seem to appear that they knew what was going on, but when they downed it, the referee was spot on, pointed Golden West ball, because as soon as that ball is touched by any OCC player, it is live. And when the Rustlers downed it, thinking that it was just a casual down, they took it for possession. Ball on the 40-yard line.
A couple of penalties on that play that they're going to offset each other, and it is going to be Rustler football, and they're going to be at the Pirate 40 in striking distance once again. So a big pickup on the play for the Rustlers.
A big error there on behalf of the receiver on that punt. Couldn't pick up who it was that it bounced off of, but it looked like it bounced off the back of one of the players in orange.
Turnovers and mishap plays are sinking the ship of the Orange Coast Pirates.
Weezar going for glory here. Absolutely on the 10. Almost into the end zone. 2 yards.
That time, Eric Kobe on the big reception. He found his way across the middle of the field, picked up the reception, picked up some huge yards after the catch, and they're in the red zone, striking distance. Here comes Wazar, here comes Nick Mitchell, here comes the Rustler offense, looking to increase their lead and bury the ship of the Orange Coast Pirates.
Absolutely. Making the Pirates pay for that mistake on special teams, and that's how it's been all night long. Interceptions, fumbles, some turnovers there lead to Rustler points. We'll try and pick up that play as soon as we check out this 2-yard play here. Weezar hangs onto it, goes into the end zone. Chris Spencer, thank you very much. He says, I'll take a touchdown as well tonight. As OCC fans start making their way to the exits with 9 minutes left in the contest, but it's 32-10 Rustlers over the Pirates.
And I don't know, I was giving you guys a little bit credit for that pregame call about the close game, about the 7-point game. I don't know if you remember me saying it was all Golden West all night. Now, it took a little bit for the things to get going. It wasn't until Nick Mitchell took his troops out for the second half. But as I look up at the scoreboard, it's 32-10. That extra point makes it 33-10, and we have ourselves a blowout as the Golden West Rustlers are up by 23 points with 9 minutes left in the game.
Christian Farringer putting them through the uprights for the first time tonight, getting the extra point, and a 23-point lead here for the Rustlers. Got to give you credit where credit is due, Kevin. You certainly called it. Thought it would be a lot closer. Thought we were going to bring out the best of OCC. Instead, all we saw in the first half was the worst of Golden West. But as you said, big changes at halftime, and this has been an entirely different team here in the second half, making their crosstown rivals pay for all their mistakes.
And I don't think they're done yet. The fact that it's a bell game, the fact that OCC's won the last 3 bell games, I don't think Nick Mitchell's going to let his foot off that gas at all. I'm looking for more points from the Rustler offense here before the end of this game. Golden West leads 33-10, 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the bell's coming back to Huntington Beach.
Something we've seen in a few games in the past when the Rustlers develop a lead is the second and third stringers start making their way in, and they like to impress Coach Mitchell, and they go all out.
Hey, they're just as pumped for these games as the starters are, and if they want to get a time to shine, they're going to go ahead and take advantage of every second they get in between those hash marks.
Somewhat of a short kick, fielded at the 19-yard line. Still on his feet, breaking that 30-35, brought down at the 37-yard line. Decent field position here for the Pirates, but it could be too little too late.
It really couldn't be a better night for Golden West football. You have all the alumni in attendance. You have the homecoming king and queen. And also the bell game. I had a chance to go down there at halftime. And this year's Golden West homecoming queen is Monica Dekany. She's been sponsored by the Sign Language Club. Her homecoming king is Ronald Kablitis, who's sponsored by the Vietnamese Student Association. Congratulations to both of them.
Changing up the quarterback here, Zach Emney makes his way into the contest, giving Josue a little bit of a break. He's been beaten up by the Rustler defensive line here. So
he's been beaten up and he's been shut out in the second half. There's no reason he should be on the field. He hasn't gotten the job done.
So Emney with his first attempt is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Still from the 36. Emney right up the middle, but that one's short. Look for Derek Romo, the intended receiver, but Emney a little bit short there on the pass. He's going to stick it out for this entire series here. 3rd and 10, 8:46 left in the fourth quarter.
3rd down and 10 from their own 36 for this lackluster Orange County Pirates offense.
Just unable to get anything going here in this second half. Emney faces some pressure and he'll join the club. He's brought down too, just like Josue was. About a 6-yard loss on the play. Brings it back to the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 17.
Well, Zach Emney, at least he got a chance to play. He didn't do much, but you know, when he looks back at it, he can say he played in a bell game.
So
Donnie Ruggles in the backfield to field this punt for the Golden West Rustlers. He signals for a fair catch at around the 37-yard line.
The flag on the play here was tossed on the near side. Not sure what this side judge saw. But.
And at this point, if you're an Orange Coast player, Orange Coast fan, parent, part of the coaching staff, you just got to be frustrated with how this night is turning out. You went into halftime with the lead, and it's pretty much like you never came out of that locker room in halftime. You're still in there doing something, but it doesn't seem like you guys are playing football.
So holding fouls called against the Rustlers. Not the time to bring up any penalties. Another program, you know, we talked about next week's football game. We're also going to be bringing you, that'll be played on Tuesday afternoon, the Golden West men's soccer team hosting Irvine Valley in an Orange Empire Conference clash. Their second to last game of the conference. Currently sitting in 14th position. A couple more wins or ties should put them in the playoffs. It's going to be an exciting contest.
And Rob, you'll be joined by our own Mario Poblete at that soccer game, and I know he's a huge soccer fan, so it should be a really good game to watch. If you guys are into soccer, you should check out Rob and Mario calling that soccer game for the Golden West Rustler soccer team.
Excited to be bringing you all kinds of Rustler sports here this season. No gain on that first down, so bring up 2nd and 10. And it's all about clock management now. 7:38 left in the contest, and the Rustlers will try and use up as much time as they can on each play here, letting the play clock expire.
And we got a new man under center for the Golden West Rustlers. It's going to be number 12 taking the snaps, Ben Chappell.
So Weezar with an excellent day here, especially in the second half. A couple touchdown passes, but gained some momentum there for the Rustlers and put this game to bed early here in the 4th quarter.
Just to tell you a little bit about the new Rustler quarterback, number 12, Ben Chappell. He's 6'2", 210 pounds, from Westminster High School in Westminster, California. Just down the road from beautiful Golden West College in Huntington Beach. Just over 7 minutes with the clock ticking. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Rustler offense as they have a commanding 33-10 lead over the Orange Coast Pirates here at LaBarge Stadium in the Bell game.
Looking at the season stats, looks like this is the first time Chappell's made it into the game here. He's got a handoff. Carried by Robert Cruz from Magnolia High School. So as we said, a lot of 2nd and 3rd stringers making their way into the contest here, and that's the way it should be once you've got a nice lead. Mitchell understands not only with a injury-depleted team, you want to conserve as much of your players as possible, but you also want to give these other guys a chance to play.
And Nick Mitchell's going to punt the ball, which is very rare for him to do on a 4th down, but with the 23-point lead, it's going to be Ostergaard. He's going to let that one fly.
High punt from Ostergaard, but it's fielded right on the 36-yard line. And the clock will stop at 6:17. So not a lot of yardage gain in that possession, but a couple minutes on the clock eaten up.
Just over 6 minutes left here in this football game, and it's pretty much all but over. Nothing but the clock to tick away as Orange Coast is going to take over on offense. But anything they could do, would do, and might do is going to be too little, too late. I'm sure both coaches think this game is far from over, but I see it a little bit differently.
So Nick Mitchell trusting in his defense here, who has been taking care of business here in the second half, shutting out the OCC Pirates. Chappell again, it's a low pass. Sorry, that's Zach Emdy.
And it's nice to see the Orange Coast coaching staff giving the kid a chance to throw the ball. Usually when a backup quarterback comes in the game, it's just run after run just to get him some snaps. So it's good he shows a little confidence and faith in his young quarterback.
So far, Emdy not able to connect with any receivers here on the few snaps that he's had. Emdy hangs on to it, and gang tackle, got hit hard from behind.
And welcome to the Bell game as he's brought down, sacked once again. Big number 88, Dante Scott. And it looks like the quarterback's going to stay down as he had 285 pounds come crashing down on him.
Welcome to the Bell game by getting your bell rung.
Couldn't have said it better myself, and it's unfortunate that he's hurt on the play. Hopefully, like the two Golden West injuries, he's all right. Seems like the Orange Coast medical staff is really solid, really quick to getting on the field and tending to players on both squads, and it looks like they have enough troops out there, and hopefully they'll be able to make sure this kid's all right.
So that'll stop the clock at 5:59. A little concern here for Zach Emdy. Well, Kevin, it's been an excellent display from the Golden West defense here.
Let's go ahead and
numerous
take another
sacks
look
here tonight. Let's take another look at that last one here by Dante Scott.
Maybe we can get a little bit better of an idea of where he was injured. There you see he's looking for the pass. He can't find anything, and he just gets drilled in the helmet before he goes down. Hopefully it's nothing to do with his neck or his spine. That would not be good.
At least we see some movement from Zach Emdy, but
there you get a look at a concerned Nick Mitchell on the field, maybe trying to ask his players what happened and if they think he's okay. Lead or no lead, you never want to see anybody on either side of the football go down with an injury.
more and more OCC fans heading towards the exits. Can't bear to watch any more painful sights here of their players getting hurt. It didn't look like Scott was trying to hurt him, but there was just too many men in green trying to bring him down.
And maybe we can get a shot of that huddle of the training staff of Orange Coast and see if we can get any shots of if he's moving. And that's an excellent shot from our truck. And just as he's about to get up, it looks like there's some movement, so that's definitely a good sign.
So that might be the end of the night for Zach Emdy. The good news is that he's getting up.
He's sitting up, he's moving around. He may be hurt and unable to play football again tonight, but as long as we don't see any stretchers, I'm okay with that. And as we have a bit of a delay here, I'd like to thank all the students who get here every Saturday afternoon at about noon or 1 o'clock and give us their Saturdays to set up the truck and the wiring and the cable so we can bring you these Golden West football broadcasts.
Could have said it better myself, Kevin. Zach Emdy able to walk off the field. Takes his hat off, or his helmet off, and boy, he looks
moving slowly on the sidelines. Under some help, he's going to go have himself a seat. We've seen a few injuries that have been a little bit scary here tonight on both teams. Fortunately, all those players don't look like they're too serious.
So Josue makes his way back into the game. Pass is complete on the 40-yard line. His receiver was Romo there on the far side. Pardon me, that was Lionel Fuentes, the wide receiver out of Cypress High School.
5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Fourth quarter, 33-10. Golden West over Orange Coast. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 from their own 39. The Orange Coast Pirates are going to have to punt the ball in the backfield for the Golden West Rustlers, number 20, Donnie Ruggles.
Ruggles calls for fair catch right at the 26-yard line.
And a slow start to this football game in the first half. Both teams' offense not really clicking. A little bit sloppy, a little bit of a defensive-minded football game until the third quarter when both of the offenses exploded. Let's go down for an injury report from John McNichols.
A little technical difficulty. News for backup quarterback Zach Emdy. Nothing real serious. He got what we call his bell rung. He was asking where he was and what was going on, but he was able to walk and talk. That's a good sign. Probably will not be able to play next week. Back to the booth.
And thank you for that insight, John. That's good that he's talking, and that's good that he's walking. I don't know what else to say. There's just over 4 minutes left, and he got his bell rung, and it looks like the whole Orange Coast defense got their bell rung by the Golden West offense in the second half. Rob, what do you think?
Well, you know, we're right behind the OCC bench here, and just looking from their body language, they look demoralized. They've been beaten up all day by this Golden West defense. As Chapel hands off yet again, trying to eat up some more clock here on 2nd down and 12. But you can just see it in their body language that they've considered this game just to be about over. They've been beat up. They've been outscored here in the second half.
I mean, they came in here with a 2-6 record. Golden West had a 4-4 record, although I think they're a lot better than their record shows, as they lost a game in overtime, lost another close game. At the beginning of the game, the Orange Coast Pirates may have been pumped up. They may have been, you know, the Bell game, Golden West, rivalry. You got to keep that bell at Orange Coast. But eventually, talent took over, and that's why we have the score we do. 33-10, Golden West over OCC.
Chappell hands off yet again. Barreling his way past the 30-yard line.
And the clock keeps ticking. 3:35 left in the fourth quarter.
Cruz on that carry.
Unfortunately, there's another Orange Coast Pirate down on his knees. Another injury. Fortunately, this one doesn't look as serious as the last one.
So 3:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock stops. Rustlers will meander off the field, get ready for this punt. It's 4th and 3.
And it's been a great night of football. We got some great weather, some great fans, great homecoming festivities at halftime put on by the Golden West College Student Body Association. As I mentioned earlier for a brief second, our homecoming queen, Monica DeCanny, and our homecoming king, Ronald Cabiltes. Congratulations to them. I'm sure they'll have themselves a wonderful night, as will the Golden West Rustler football team, trainers, broadcasters, fans, and family.
So the Rustlers look to be bringing home this this bell for the first time in 4 years. For the longest time, this is the longest time that it's stayed in one school, 3 years. It's gone back and forth and back and forth. That's how close these schools are. But the last 3 years, OCC has dominated this series.
And Rob, considering it's the first bell off the first fire engine of the city of Huntington Beach, I think the bell's going where it belongs, back to Huntington Beach.
Back to Huntington Beach indeed. A long punt, touch by OCC. Whoa, he's still on his feet. Good way to recover. Brought up to the 33-yard line and almost had another instance of a mishandled punt reception that would have given Golden West excellent field position yet again, but a good recovery there by the receiver to bring the ball out of bounds. Decent field position, brought up to the 36-yard line.
A little bit of a sloppy play on that special teams. Fortunately for himself and his Pirate team, after he dropped that football, he was able to regain possession and actually pick up some yards on the play. So he turned nothing into something, a bright spot, few and far between for the Pirates.
Under 3 minutes here. Josue shuffles to his left. Complete on the far side.
And a nice tackle made by Roth Mendoza for the Golden West College Rustlers.
Gain of about 4 on the play, brought up to the 39-yard line.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 2nd and 5 from the 39 for the Pirates, trailing by 23.
Nice carry there by Joe Galvez. Pardon me, Robert Penny. And timeout is called by the Pirates with 2:15. That's their final timeout. Golden West still has 2. Don't expect them to call that anytime soon.
And at this point, Rob, I don't know why the Orange Coast coach is using his timeouts. You're down by 23 with just over 2 minutes left. Maybe you think it's a little too late.
Well, if they had generated anything at all in this second half, I would say, yeah, let's go for it. But given the fact that the Pirates have just struggled here in the second half, you know, and as we were saying, the body language on the team looks as if they have resigned this game. But you know, as a coach, you never want to give that message to your players. You never want to throw in the towel. So I got to respect that.
I don't know what's been more impressive here in the second half: the Golden West defense, which is pitching the shutout, or the explosive offense that Nick Mitchell came out with to start the second half. They put up all those points in the third quarter. Nick Mitchell dug, as he always does, into his bag of tricks with the fake punt for the big gain. And it's been all Rustlers all second half, and I love it.
Ball carrier looks just over the 45-yard line, so that'll be good for the first down. by about half a yard. Oh, they're bringing it back just shy of the 45-yard line. The original spot was over the line, but I believe 4th down and 1. And OCC going for a big stop here. This would definitely be the ball game with 1:45 left. But yeah, he gets it for sure. That's a quarterback keeper. And Josue gets the first down.
And Rob, I'm still looking forward to something that's going to happen in this football game. There's just 1:42 left. And although it is Orange Coast ball, once that clock does wind down, you're going to watch them gang them in yellow tights and green jerseys, mob to that far end zone and storm that bell and take home that bell that they've been working so hard for the last 4 years.
Josue complete to Russ Abdullah.
That little player's getting a little bit of early jump of the gun headed to that bell, and Nick Mitchell calls them back real quick as he doesn't want to show any disrespect to the Orange Coast Pirates.
Looked like maybe Steven Santana there on the far side. Trying to ring that bell a little too early there, Mr. Santana.
That bell is pretty much the Stanley Cup of community college football here in Orange County. The Golden West Rustlers and the Orange Coast Pirates play for that bell every year. And these players want that bell. Like I said, that bell is bragging rights. So when these guys are a little bit more grown up and they have families and this and that, they can say, yeah, I won the bell, you lost the bell. So that bell means something to these kids.
Josue complete with a big hit on Brandon Estrada, the wide receiver, right after he caught it. Good to see Estrada get up after that tough hit, but it's good for a first down.
And not only for those players, Nick Mitchell led the Golden West Rustlers to their first bowl game last year. This is his first bell. So good things happening for the Golden West Rustler football team and head coach Nick Mitchell.
Josue airing it out to the far side, but it's out of bounds. Incomplete with 39 seconds left. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Just to give you a quick little recap, things looking like they were going to be good for the Orange Coast Pirates early in this football game as they led throughout the first half and went into halftime with the lead. Nick Mitchell took his troops to the locker room at halftime trailing and came out second half. His defense hasn't given up any points and his offense has been on fire, and that's where we stand. 33-10, Golden West with the lead with 35 seconds left.
Broken up, excellent play by Bernard Williams. Break up that pass from Josue, which could have put up 6 for the Pirates here late in the game. Bernard Williams showing his athleticism. Comes to us from Winter Park High School in Orlando, Florida.
And it looks like some of the Rustler fans have their hands on that bell as I can hear that thing ringing down at that far end zone. The Golden West sidelines looking to get a little rowdy as I see some towels waving and they're ready to celebrate this victory, but not before this ref throws this flag and slows this game down even more than it's already gotten.
And that's offsides there on OCC. So things just not going the way for the Pirates tonight. 32 seconds left.
I think it's time for the refs to put their whistles away and let this clock run out. Rob, I'm looking over on that Golden West sideline to see if Nick Mitchell gets a Gatorade shower. What do you think?
I think tonight's the night for it to happen. It's a big win for the Rustlers. Flags on the play.
He threw a flag and he threw his hat, so it looks like we're going to have 2 penalties on this play.
So we'll see.
Let's go ahead and have another look. Rob, maybe you can break it down for me.
It's a nice aired out ball from Josue. Josue with lots of time. Going to that far side. Definitely looked like some pass interference there. Roth Mendoza on the coverage.
.26 seconds left as things have really come to a halt here in the last minute of this football game. Penalties and flags flying left and right. And I think both teams just anxious to get this one over. Orange Coast so they can move on and concentrate on their next week's opponent. And Golden West a little bit of a celebration tonight before they battle their last game of the season at home, in which if they pick up a win, they might be headed for their second straight bowl game. It's going to be a tough opponent as College of the Desert travels from wherever that is here to Orange County to play the Golden West Rustlers.
So devastating penalties here against the Rustlers, something that they've been guilty of quite a few occasions here tonight. That's something that I'm sure Nick Mitchell's going to address. As I said right after halftime, this is not the style that he likes to play. It's usually a disciplined team effort. Josue going into the end zone. A little miscommunication. A late flag.
And another flag. Look at that. Surprise, surprise. And these refs must not have any other plans on this Saturday night, because rather than just let this game wind down and have the clock tick out, they want to drag things on.
It looks like roughing the passer here as Josue got hit after he let the ball go.
And Rob, as long as we're here, where do you think the College of the Desert is? The desert could be anywhere. There's a Mojave Desert. The desert's a big place. The College of the Desert.
That's a good question. I want to say it's up in the high desert.
That's like if
Victorville
you say,
area, but don't quote me on that one, even though it's on this broadcast and I'm saying it.
If Golden West was the College of the Beach. They're a mile from the beach, 2 miles from the beach.
Josue looking to the end zone. Broke it up. Is it intercepted? No, couldn't bring it down.
Almost picked off by number 13 for the Golden West College Rustlers. Ronald Pierre, the linebacker, 6'1", 220 pounds from Boone High School in Orlando, Florida. And I'll bet you he wishes he had another shot at that one, as that was in and out of his hands.
So 16 seconds left. This game just dragging on here. But give credit to the Pirates. They're not letting it go. Josue looks to the end zone again. Again, a big miscommunication goes to the far side of the end zone. So that was 3rd and 10. This will bring down 4th and 10. Their last effort here with 12 seconds left.
And a nice solid effort by the Pirate offense, still looking to strike and find that end zone. Unable to complete any passes as the Golden West defense standing tall.
All still just inside that 5-yard line. Josue again looks to the end zone.
Touchdown.
It's caught.
Touchdown Pirates as they finally strike in the last 7 seconds of the game, but I wouldn't say they struck gold as they're still down. Maybe you can say they struck silver as they're going to finish a little bit short as the score is going to be 33-16 before this extra point.
A couple more formalities here. We got the extra point and the kickoff, but that should do it. We'll take another look at the play, the touchdown play right after this extra point attempt. So 33-16 before this extra point. Vanderheim, it's good. So 33-17, and that will probably be the final score, barring any strange circumstances here on the kickoff. We take another look at this touchdown pass. Josue to a leaping receiver who was able to bring it down.
The bands are playing, the bells are ringing, and all that's left to doing is to celebrate. And we got 7 seconds left as Golden West is going to regain possession of that football. Probably run out the clock on that kickoff. And hopefully we'll get a good, nice camera shot of that Rustler football squad mobbing that bell.
We've seen the OCC Pirates chase after that bell when the game's been over these past 3 years. And yeah, we're a Golden West production crew, so we have a little bit of bias towards the Golden West team. But it'll be nice to see the Rustlers ringing that bell yet again.
It looks like 33-17 is going to be our final. A nice 16-point victory for the Golden West Rustlers once this ball is kicked and the Rustlers run out the clock. Rob, it's been an amazing night of football, an awesome night of broadcasting. Everybody involved, from the production people, the truck people, the camera people, our sidelines. You, Rob Frecker, have done an amazing job. John McNichols, Elaine Lockman, Victor Cespedes, myself, Kevin Schreiber, as the final 5 seconds tick away.
Just got to keep it running. There's 5 seconds left.
Williams looking to stay on his feet to kick down the clock.
And that'll do it. The Rustlers charging back to the bell.
There you get a look at Harold Williams, and he's going straight to that bell. If we can get a shot of that bell, all the other Rustlers are there to meet him. And the Golden West Rustlers won their first bell game in 4 years as the bell's being hoisted over their heads. I see cartwheels being done. I see backflips being done. And a big shout out to Nick Mitchell and his Golden West football team for winning their first bell game in 4 years. Rob, what do you think?
I think it's a job well done. It's unfortunate that OCC snuck in that last touchdown. It could have been a decisive defeat of 33-10. Instead, 33-17. It's sort of a drubbing here because that is an excellent score there for the Rustlers and a great way to take back the bell to Golden West College.
There you see the class act Nick Mitchell is, having his team shy away from that bell for a minute to line up for the customary handshakes after this football game, and then they can get back to the party. That is winning that bell, as I can hear it ringing from all the way up here in the broadcast booth. Let's go down to wrap things up with our own John McNichols.
Well, not your typical bell game. Golden West Rustlers 33, Orange Coast 17. Golden West completely dominating the second half, playing the kind of football that Coach Nick Mitchell expects of them all the time. That makes next week's College of the Desert, which, by the way, is out by Palm Springs. It is a big desert, and it's a nice school. Very important game. Golden West wins, becomes bowl eligible. Golden West loses next week. The season is over. Great job by the gentleman in the booth and everybody on the sidelines and the crew. We hope to have a word with Coach Nick Mitchell and one or two of the players in a few minutes. Kevin and Rob, back to the booth.
Thanks, John. Always informing us, even on geography. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our post-game show right after this.
No matter where you live, life in the ocean depends on you. To help protect our ocean, recycle and dispose of your trash properly. To learn what you can do, go to keepoceansclean.org.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Then about this place, it just gets better and better.
Every day, California goes to work. And thanks to its system of more than 100 community colleges all across the state, every day, California becomes a better place to live. California Community Colleges, the way California works.
It just gets better and better.
Down here on the field, joined by the offensive superstar of the game, number 2, Aldodius Colquitt. They call him AC. AC, you guys off to a little bit of a slow start. Can you give me a little bit of insight into that locker room, what Nick Mitchell said to you guys at halftime?
Pretty much, you just told us that we got to focus and everything is there. Everything is there. We just had to go out and execute it, and that's what we did. You know, our line went out and did as best as they could. Ray, our quarterback, he went out and did as best as he could, you know, and I just tried to provide the help. And Coach Mitchell, he gives us much knowledge and insight on what the defense is doing, and we just go out there and try to capitalize.
You yourself coming into today, 2 touchdowns, 3 more today. We call that the hat trick. How does it feel to finally have a breakout game for yourself?
Well, you know, to be honest, I'm just happy I got the 3 touchdowns, man. I mean, I really give props to my quarterback. I mean, he found me in our line for blocking for him. So, you know, it really ain't me as the quarterback in this alignment.
Awesome. Lastly but not least, the Bell game. I know you've been at Golden West a couple of years. You guys finally get a chance to bring that bell back to Huntington Beach. What's it mean with the big 33-17 victory against your crosstown rivals, the Orange County Pirates?
Just another win. Just another win for us, man. You know, we want to act like we've been here before. You know, so we don't want to, you know what I'm saying, over celebrate or whatever. You know, Coach Mitchell stressed that all the time. Act like we've been here, which we have. So, you know, I mean, it's the Bell. We got it back. You know, the boys gonna keep it there next year.
Hell of a football game, man. Congratulations. Nice win.
Thank
Go
you.
enjoy this one. Get yourself ready for College of the Desert.
Thank you.
Good game, man. I'm going to turn it over to our own John McNichols with head coach Nick Mitchell.
Well, Coach, congratulations. 5 minutes to celebrate. Begin getting ready for College of the Desert. Tell me about tonight's victory.
Well, you know, we came in and we knew it was going to be tough to run on them. We thought we could play pretty good defense. Their offense had been struggling a little bit, but you know, the first half they were putting us in a bind. You know, they were playing excellent on defense, and you know, I thought we were playing really well defensively ourselves, but we just had a tough time. You know, we were out there a lot. We went in at halftime. We made some adjustments. We were able to come back and start getting on top of them like we kind of thought maybe we could. Like we just said, AC had a big game, but the defense played so well this evening. I mean, there was a lot of people played well. Harold Williams ran the ball well. Weezar was throwing some good passes that second half, put them right on the dot. And again, the defense just, I mean, played a lot of plays tonight, but kept coming up big when we needed to. You know, I had a tough time stopping them on 3rd and long early that first half, but came back the second half and really, you know, I mean, just stayed after it. Relentless pressure on the quarterback. There was some good hitting going on. It was an excellent second half.
Well, and I see it as an omen for things to come in the future. You've made Golden West football viable in this area. These local young men are going to want to come and play at Golden West. It doesn't make your recruiting job any easier, but you got a program that people want to be involved in.
No,
College of the Desert next week. How big is that ball game?
It's big, you know. I mean, we need that win to be bowl eligible with the winning record. You know, if we can move up in the rankings, you know, hopefully a little bit more after this win. I think we're 20th right now. You know, we need to move up a little bit this week, a little more next week if we can win. They're a good team, though. They're a really good team, but they do have to come home. We play better at home this year. We got to get healthy. We got banged up again tonight, but you know, it's one last game. We'll give it everything we got.
Well, and we're going to be right there rooting for you, and we'll be talking before and after next week's game. Hopefully looking forward to another bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, congratulations.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for a great year. Let's keep it going.
One more.
And I'm going to turn the mic over to Victor Cespuedes for another interview.
All right. Thank you, John. I'm here with Dante Scott, defensive lineman. He's here with his baby girl. I just wanted to say great victory to you guys. You guys held them to 7 points in the second half. To me, I love this defense. I love what you guys brought this week. I haven't seen such an exciting defense in the last couple of weeks as I saw this week. Just talk about what you like about this game, what this Bell game meant to you. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it starts off in practice. We come out here every day. We come out here every day working hard, and coach always still into us, work hard. Never leave nothing on the field. Come out the field, just everything out. Just leave everything on the field. That's how we do it. This is another game for us. We come to play hard every game, and that's what we got to do. We start in practice. Our defensive coordinator, Coach Rob, he always still in us run to the ball, get to a pass rush move. That's what got us in the second half.
Hey, Dante, I really appreciate you guys being doing this interview with me and your little girl. Sorry to keep her waiting, and hopefully I wish you best of luck in the next game.
All right, no problem. Hey, hit my website up, dantescott.com. There we go.
All right, Dante. That's it from here, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, an exciting contest there. Dante Scott ringing the bell of not only the Bell Trophy, but of the quarterback for a fantastic effort there from that gentleman.
Well, I'd love to hear these young men talk about how they're prepared by their coaches to play a football game. They don't get too high. They don't get too low. They play with great intensity. I'm a football fan, and these guys make it fun.
Kevin, we talked about it in the booth, but a tale of two halves. First half, little lackluster, just exploding in the second half.
John, I think you said it best. You're a football fan. I'm a Golden West Rustler football fan. That was a hell of a football game. They came out a little bit slow. Nick Mitchell did what he does best, adjusted things in the second half. Defensively, they only gave up that the touchdown in the second half at the end of the game. Offensively, AC, Aldodius Colquitt, Weezar, all Golden West all night. They won by 16 points. I think somebody predicted that in the pregame. I don't know who it was.
I think I heard that earlier, didn't I? And I tried to tell him to calm down, but this time he was right.
We got Rustler fans to the right. I got a Rustler fan to the left, and one here in the middle as well. Great game. Bull, the bell comes back to Golden West College, 33-17, your final score. Golden West over the Pirates. We'll be bringing you next week's game on behalf of the entire crew. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.